Sorry.
And we're live.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How we doing? No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, I'm going to read
yeah.
all the gifted subs that are going on right now. I will say you are the most attentive to your chats. I can't keep up with it, man. I barely keep up with one chat, and the fact that you're able to keep up with TikTok chat and Kick
Surprisingly.
chat. You do well with it, and your voice doesn't ever run out, that I've heard. I popped in a few times.
I scream a lot.
Yeah. How's that?
I'm like,
do you like drink tea, or is it just something you just naturally are able to do?
I drink juvie. I'm not even joking. I'm not even self-promoting. Usually when I get like a down now, like halfway into the stream, I drink a juvie.
Nate Shot, we're not sponsored, but that'd be sick as fuck. That's awesome.
I am. Hey, use code staff, 10% off.
Well, we just lost that sponsorship.
usually, like if I start feeling, because I am very energetic throughout stream the whole time. Like absolutely. I do keep my energy up. So usually about like 2 hours in, I'll either grab a cup of coffee or some kind of energy. And now I've been relying on juvie the last couple months. So
Juvie's a pretty chill energy drink though. Like it's not like, what was it that I had? C4 literally like, the fuck was it?
Yeah,
anyway,
I
sorry.
heard that.
Yeah, just making sure I'm not getting shot. C4 is like crazy, and then Juvie I heard was like juice mixed in with that stuff, like mixed in. It was like a lighter version. It's not gonna like kill me.
Yeah, no, it is. It like, so I don't mind Red Bull. I don't mind Red Bull at all.
Better watch out for that sponsorship, bro.
1 second. Can I at you?
Yeah.
That you're live. I want my community to see.
Absolutely.
Live.
I love how I gave you no. I was like, we're live, and you're like, okay.
We're chilling. We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So like, talking about juvie, like I'll be honest. I don't mind Red Bull. Red Bull is okay, but it does taste like static water a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can only drink it if I'm like on road trips and I'm exhausted. Yeah. So with juvie, I feel like I'm drinking just like I usually get a Coke Zero. Instead of getting a Coke Zero now, I get like I love Coke Zero.
Bro, stop.
What's that face? Coke Zero's great.
No, it's not.
Okay, you're
I love how that bleeped it. I didn't even hear what you said. It's like you're.
Oh, did it do that?
Yeah, I couldn't hear it for a second.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me make sure.
You're good.
Okay.
The decibel level that you're at right now is very low compared to what you're normally at. So your mic's like, are you even talking?
It's because I have this on. How does it sound now?
Sound great.
Okay, yeah, because I have a filter on because he screams when he plays behind me.
Adam screams?
Oh yeah. Without that, with the S.
Oh. I was like,
why did it take you so long?
Why is he
I was gonna make it dirty. I was gonna make it dirty.
Well, I don't play Call of Duty lobbies. I'm not smart enough. I feel like you guys, the quick wit that comes with COD lobbies, I stutter, and that's enough to get me roasted.
Coca-Cola, if that doesn't say anything. Coke is great.
No, it's not. Wait, do you promote cocaine?
Yo, I mean, apparently on TikTok I do because I got banned for 7 days.
That's okay. Yeah. I will say you handle your composure. Okay. I feel like you under high pressure situations, like annoyed, like you deal with your annoyance very well. Either you turn it into comedy and it just feels it to where you're able to be like, I'm really fucking pissed at you, but like, we're going to get past this or I'm going to make a joke out of it. Or you just don't let it. Either you're so used to the atmosphere of streaming that you just kind of like take the wins with the losses.
Which is true. Like I do, there are certain points like I'll get really, really annoyed, but I won't show it. I will find a way to like laugh about it in a way. I mean, sometimes it's rare. It's rare my community can tell if I'm mad or annoyed. Yeah. Like it really has to trigger me, and it has to be something that like can ruin the rest of my stream. I'm like, all right, well that put me off, but that doesn't happen. So like with COD lobbies, for example, when people go in, I just Like laughing about what they're saying changes my mood instantly.
Bro, it's
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I'll hear something really gross and then okay, not really gross. Like when they say something really gross, it's like, all right, chill out. Like, you know, but like if they start going in at me and sexist remarks and all that stuff, like even if it's like horrible, if I just laugh about it right afterwards, it like changes my mood entirely.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like people even like being interviewed recently, they're like, "How do you just laugh?" I'm like, I don't know. I genuinely find it funny that you are able to get this mad over such a little thing.
My thing is like, have you always found it funny, or is that something that like you built a tolerance for?
I mean, like I didn't play any FPS games until what? Modern Warfare 19 came out.
Really?
Right? Yeah, no. I played like role play games, like RPG, like Diablo.
You role play a lot?
No.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason my camera is right. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
okay.
my god. Oh my god, bro.
I'm just kidding. No, not at all. I did play a GTA RP, which I enjoyed for like a short amount of time. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like whatever. But I really like I used to really like RuneScape, Diablo, Skyrim, New World, like all of those games.
Yeah.
Like if I were and Minecraft kind of too. I mean, that's more the creative side and building and whatnot. But that's the kind of games like I fell in love with and grew up with. And then I started playing Fortnite in what, like when did it come out? It's like 2015, right? I think.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, so I started playing Fortnite about a year later, so like very early on Fortnite, and I fell in love with it for a bit, and then I started really getting into it in college my senior year, and I realized I was pretty good, and so that's when I kind of hit the go live button for the first time. And then MW19 came out, and my ex at the time kind of forced me to play it. And I realized I was really good at MW19 with controller, aim assist.
But you're mouse and key.
Now I am.
Okay. So inputs always is like interesting to me because I feel like, well, I can't go back to controller. Once I went to mouse and key, it's like I don't know it anymore. And I grew up on controller.
Yeah, same. I feel like a bot. Like I feel like I've never touched control. Like literally, that's right there. It's on. Yeah. It's a $300 controller that's been touched like 10 times. Sorry.
Mine's literally off camera, and I don't use it. Not even in story games because I can't. Like I
can't.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, what is this? What am I holding? It's just like I don't know. Like I mean, good. Use 725 for 2 years.
Yeah.
Adam, I know I'm not supposed to reach out, but I had to because it's Adam.
You're good.
But no. So I took heavily over the M4 and 725 when I first started. But then I got into sniping, like marksmans, and I was really good on controller. Even like I had an esports team wanting to sign me.
What was the first letter of the esports team?
G or L technically.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Okay. What?
Yeah. For a controller, they wanted me to be a sub, obviously.
Okay.
And a content creator, but like I would be the first woman technically, and I ghosted them on accident.
Oh, Steph.
Oh, I found it 6 months later in my DMs.
Did you answer it?
Yeah.
Were you like, hey?
And we met in Discord and we talked, and he was like, it's a little 6 months too late, but like I'll keep in contact and all that. For CDL, should you mention that? Adam, you know this, you nerd. So we talked for a bit, and he was like, it's already too late, and I'd already it's already been 6 months. It's been a long time in the gaming world, you know?
Yeah.
Like And so we didn't have any more communication since then. So obviously that shows I was pretty decent.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you are though. I remember I played one match with you, and I spawned and died. And you weren't was it spawn camping or was it
Spawn trapping.
Spawn trapping? You weren't doing that. It was literally free for all, and I would spawn everywhere, and I just died over and over again to you.
Did I let me won you?
No. Well, I think it was like a free for all between me, you, Break, and Adam. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I got trashed on.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got murdered, and I was like, I don't belong here. This isn't where I play.
I think Ben Jammins was there too. No, or that was probably another time.
Probably another time.
Yeah.
It's okay for your like buddies that you've known for a while. Is it weird to see like how everyone started at COVID and where everyone else is like spaced out now?
Yeah,
like,
I have completely new friends.
Yeah.
Since COVID. Like, I mean, I still hold contact with some of them. Like, we're still cool, but they all quit. Like, they quit content creation, they quit gaming, they went full-time jobs, they went to school.
Yeah.
Like, my friend group just went, like, I mean, we're still cool, but I barely talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy how they were all so set in stone with content creation during COVID, and now nothing.
Did you ever were you close to quitting at some point?
Oh yeah, 100%. It was actually about Adam and I have been together now 2 years. I think it was exactly 2 years ago I almost quit when I started dating Adam. It wasn't because of him. He's the reason I stayed.
Sorry, say that again. It was because of Adam you almost quit?
Yeah, I can't stand him.
Gotcha.
So I think it was about two and a half years ago. It's probably close to 3 years now. I was actually driving up to see Adam and to visit him in San Antonio. I still lived at home. I didn't live with him yet. And on the way there, I remember halfway into the drive, I get a text from one of my mods like, hey, you need to check TikTok. I'm like, what? So I end up, I pull up my phone. I was at a red light and I see my notifications blowing up. So then I ended up stopping at a gas station to actually check it out. And it was two dudes actually with millions of followers that made hate videos on me. One ended up blocking me straight away. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Absolute fucking pussy. Sorry. I still cannot. Literally he blocked me, made a hate video on me, blocked me on every social media.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle me reaching out. Because he knows he was wrong too. The way he went about it, the way he hated on me was just horrible. So he blocked me. I didn't see that video. And this other guy made a video on me that got millions of views, basically saying the COD Karen, she's trying to cancel Call of Duty, she's ruining the man's world, she's ruining video games, it was that was the gist of the videos. I can't remember. I wish I saved them. I really wish I saved them. But at the time, what's up?
Ruining the man's game of what? Wasn't there a video of somebody making little girl rape jokes at you? On Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That's the man's gaming world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, so happy that I'm part of that.
Know. Yeah, but you're not. That's the difference.
Yeah, but I also
you're part of the gaming world, but you're not part of that genre of people.
Can I be honest with you, man? There was a whole trend going on. It was a whole all men are trash thing, and with that was coupled with the men in gaming are just all toxic.
Which I hate.
I agree, but I played. We all know Death by Smoochie, so we played offline. We played offline and played, I think, 4 or 5 games with her. We were just talking, wanting to hang out. Dude, the moment she talked, "What's up, bitch? Get back in the fucking kitchen, bitch!" I was like, okay.
Do you see me laughing because,
bro, I couldn't do it. I hopped off, and I was like, "Smoochie, I love you so much, but dude, this pissed me off because it was the same thing." And at first, I was like, "Well, to be honest, when I first heard about this, I was like, well, I mean, that's shit talking though." but it's different because it's
Yeah,
not
like,
original.
I don't mind shit talking
Right.
at all. Like, I love it. I thrive for it. I shit talk myself. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I never push it. Don't make it personal kind of thing.
But that's what it was every time towards Smoochie.
Yeah.
Every
like,
time.
They'll be like, "Oh, what's up, man? Like, how you doing?" But if they were shit talking you and then they switch to Smoochie, fair. But usually it's like you
it's
talk
always
as like,
Smoochie.
yeah, if you're just talking like good rounds, guys, or like what's up, guys, or nice shot, they'll be like, yeah, man, yeah, like good rounds. And then the ladies will come in and be like, what's up, guys? Yeah, fuck you, go back to like that's like, okay, that's when you know like they make it personal because there is a woman in the lobby. There's no point for it. Like keep it, do the same energy with everyone in the lobby.
Yeah, but it's not. And I think I didn't understand, and that's where like I can actually look at that and be like, I'm so happy I'm a dude. Because I like everything is about my skill, which I can totally, it's a game. I can put down, I'm not getting paid to play the game. I mean, I'm getting paid to entertain and whatever, but that's it. My entertaining factor is me dying to a C4 that somebody just set up and dropped. But it was the constant over and no, it always like hit that nerve of like, she just wiped you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was mentally. But it almost even in my head, it wiped off that she is nothing more than this cock-sucking bitch, like in their eyes. And that's what like their terminology, like they're all stuff. And I was like,
it's the ego. It's see, I bet you. So I wanted to, this is actually a good idea. Nobody steal it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, mute yourself and then talk to me.
So this reminds me, I've thought about this in the past, but I kind of forgot. So I wanted to try a theory. I've been testing a lot of theories within the COD world. That's my TikToks right now. Like I want to do more and more to prove that like it is because we are a woman. It's not the treating everybody the same. Like guys get treated the same. No, it is genuinely because we are women.
Yeah.
So I've been testing that a guy speaks first and then I come in later and they switch up. And I've done many I've done 4 TikToks on it, and that's 4 out of like 10 games I recorded, and they were all the same. That was just like the best reaction games, you know?
Yeah.
And so every single time, like I'll use a voice changer or be a dude and they'll be super cool with me, and then I'll come back as a woman and say the exact same things and they'll switch.
Yep.
So that's one theory I've tested. And the one I was thinking is skill based that you were just talking about. So you see how Smoochie just wiped that entire lobby and they're going at her, right?
Yeah.
I want to see how they react if I were to be on the lower skill base, like be actually really bad at the game and talk and see how they react. And then be really good at the game and see how they react.
Yeah.
Like I have a good feeling it's based off of ego. Guys can't handle being shit on by a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. I think I'm so different, or I'm so removed from that because like I suck at games. I'm all right, but I'm not like there's 2 types of streamers, which were talent and then entertainment. You're able to couple both, but I was never the talent.
I'm just skill, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
I'm insane. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right, bro. I've literally watched your stream and I'm like, all right, this is awesome. And you're like slaying. I was like, man, this is fun. Then I go back. I'm like, I should play this game. But I think one of the things too that I also noticed was Call of Duty, like the mentality behind that. And I think it also, you get a horrible representation of who you are. Like people think that you're only going after dudes. Like you're only posting bad times with the guys. Like you're only targeting men, you're only going after them, you're only making bad videos because there's obviously good videos, but you just don't want to paint that light. I've been in your streams. I've watched. You are
good videos. I'm trying.
No, and your reaction when you stream, you're like, "Oh, this guy's nice." Like
what the heck?
And you immediately switch up.
But then they switch up every time.
And but I think that's what I think. So because one of my friends saw your content and he didn't know I knew you. He was like, "This bitch just keeps targeting men." I was like,
"Oh no, don't worry, I get it."
She's not though. He's like, "How do you know?" I was like, "Go to her streams, like watch." Go to her streams and watch. I promise you, it's literally they hand it to her. So yeah, make them look dumb. Well, this paints all men.
Women,
No.
if there's definition of pick me, right?
Yeah, it's like the girls who are like, oh my god, like fuck you, Steffi, you're such a cocksucking whore. I would never do that. Like it's like, but they're like blowing the guys on the team.
Basically, so if I met a girl, right, and I was like, oh hey girl, what's up, how you doing?
Yeah.
And she wouldn't respond to me, and so I was like, hey, I heard there was a girl on the team, because I heard her in the hot mic. I was like, hey, what's up, trying to be cool. Like, I'm always cool to the girls when I meet them, because I don't meet them much.
Yeah.
Like, because no girls play the game. Like, it's rare.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the round, or at the end of the game, we ended up losing, but I got 17 kills. And she was like, oh, you're dog shit. You went 17 kills for what, you bitch? Like, going at me. I'm like, I posted her on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because she was a negative piece of shit. And so I posted her for content. So if you give me content, I will post you. Yeah. That's just the thing behind it.
Is there a part that like sucks having that be your content? Like posting shitty behavior to you?
Obviously, like, I've had editors that, like, it takes a toll on them. Like, they're like, how do you deal with this? Like, I don't get, like, I've had people help me with TikToks, and they're like, I don't know how you do this nonstop. And obviously, yes, but in the long run, like, obviously I want to post wholesome reactions, but I don't get them. Because if I end up beating them in the game, they get mad no matter what.
Yeah.
And so I can't post it because at the end of the game, they switched up anyways. And so, I mean, I do like posting skill clips, but that's not the end goal for me. I want to be able to empower women and everyone in the gaming space to make it a little more positive and something you look forward to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Rather than jumping on a game to just encounter even more negative reactions. And so, obviously, like, toxicity is fine. Like, take out your anger on Call of Duty. I completely get it. But there's no need to push it past where you can, like, there's no need to push it past to a point where you would not say this stuff in person to other people.
Yeah.
You wouldn't look at another person and say, I'm gonna rape you.
Bro, so I'm a father of three girls, and that clip freaked me out.
Oh, I get it. Nonstop. That's literally, like, out of 10 games, that's probably 2 or 3 of my games. And that's a lot. And out of those 10 games, 7 to 8 are always toxic, or it's a lobby that doesn't talk, or maybe one person with one mic that just, like, doesn't say much.
Yeah.
But so, like, that's, like, the other lobbies I get is non-talkers and the ones that are sometimes cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even in my chat, it's like, whoa, a nice lobby.
Wow. A nice guy? It's like, yeah, they're there.
Yeah. So it's just like, if you can't say this in person to other people, why the hell are you going and saying this on a game? That's what astonishes me. I'm sorry, but I will call you a bitch in person. Yeah. That is why I call you a bitch on the game.
Yeah. But that's the crazy thing about online. And I think you've experienced this more than most people, but I've seen everybody of my content creator buddies, like, they just get weirdly harassed. Like, super kind people, very genuine people. I've never popped into into one of your streams where you're talking to your community, be like, listen, bunch of fucking idiots. Like, why? Like, you've never gone in on your own community and been mean or rude to them.
I mean, jokingly, yes.
Sure,
but
jokes are different.
That's how my community works. Like, they'll make fun of me, I'll make fun of them. Like, if I,
That's different.
Otherwise, no, I could never take anything out on my community. I mean, I've had instances where people are being a little dipshits in my chat.
Sure.
And I will call them out for it, but that's a whole different story. Yeah.
With that being your content, have you ever had, I know you've had ego challenges that you've had where people are like, 1v1 me, I bet it's different. Like, does that ever get to the point where, like, have you won fans over by 1v1ing people over?
Yeah, on MW19.
Yeah.
But I've tried to 1v1 people on this game, and they always, like, dodge. I like literally no one will 1v1 me when I say it. Like yesterday, for example, on stream actually, this guy was calling me typical sexist things. Go back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich, and I popped off that game. And I was like, "Hey, 1v1 me if you're gonna be all that talk." And I kept inviting him and DMing him like 1v1 me, like come on. He's like, he joins my lobby, then leaves, joins, then leaves, and he's like, I can't join.
Whatever, bro. Come on.
I'm
man.
like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I want to ask because I watched this. I saw you playing with Nadia a little bit, and I want to bring up this comparison. She kind of started off like slang, and people hated her, calling her a cheater, everything, which is like Bad Boy Beeman's thing. Like that was Bad Boy Beeman's buttholes. I'll say, like they were just like the people who were like, she's cheating. It's like, no, she's just good. But she also took a turn, which I saw you do. But you were like, oh yeah, like I'm just a bitch, sex, and like I'm gonna go make a sandwich in the kitchen. You kind of like leaned into the joke, did that, and still slayed out. So like, is there a point to that where you feel like, now I'm genuinely asking because I don't know how you win a community over by leaning into the joke to where they're like, oh okay, she's cool. Or do you feel like it's giving ammunition to the people who are doing that, or do you think it's just like what's your take on it?
My majority of my comments are women now. My followers right now, it's like 60 to 70% women, and it used to be like completely the opposite.
Yeah,
it used to be majority guys, and it used to be underage, like 16, 17, 18, and I mean they followed me to hate on me though.
I've never understood that. Okay. Oh, I have a question because a lot of people do this on Twitter. Do you follow people and mute them?
I don't mute. I've only muted one person in my life, and I'm not gonna say who.
Is it
but
me?
Adam, no.
Is it Adam?
No, Adam knows who it is. Adam definitely knows who it is. I've never muted anyone. No.
But if you don't,
I live for the drama.
But if you like. Do you follow them even if you don't like their stuff, like on Twitter?
Yeah, I just don't want to break that It's only one person. I just don't want to break that mutual friendship because there's no point, you know? It'll just cause drama for no reason.
Oh, dude.
Do you get me?
No.
Like, it's only one person too. I love his content. And he does amazing with content creation, but his viewpoints, it's not even his viewpoints, it's just a lot of complaining. And it's like very negative all the time. So I'm like, ugh, I don't want to see this. Is he tall or short?
I know who you're talking about. I think I've actually caused beef for that. I unfollow people. I can't do that mute shit because like, I
do unfollow people if I genuinely hate them. Yeah, of course. But it's rare.
Dude, I can't do that, man. Like I can't. And
no, it's not I Am Rob. No.
No, I Am Rob's not short.
No. I've worked with I Am Rob too. He's awesome. I love him.
Dude.
He puts the contradiction in people. Yeah. Oh, I love it. People get so mad.
Well, he loves like the newest Batman. I was like, you're such a bitch, bro. Like, but he's not. He's like a 6'2" man, like he works on an oil rig or some shit. But that's one thing I've never understood about content creation is people are like, oh yeah, I'll follow him. I'll just mute him. I was like,
no, I don't do that. It's only one person ever I muted.
But it's with that intention of like, well, I don't want to ruin this connection. And I've actually had that interaction where I couldn't handle seeing the person's opinion online, and I unfollowed her, and she messaged me. She goes, I guess we're not friends anymore. I was like, nope. I was just tired of seeing your OnlyFans everywhere. I love you though. Like, I hope we're good. She's like, don't gaslight me. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm done. Because I don't like.
That's what I mean. Like, it's people weird. Get so offended, and I'm just like. I don't like drama. Like, people know, like, if there's something going on about me, usually Adam takes stands. And then I'll jump in when needed. Because he literally won't let me. Because he's like, I got this. I'm like, all right, chill. Like, Adam lives for drama.
Adam can handle it.
see, I mean, I can
I'm not
handle
saying
it
you
too.
can't. I'm just saying like
I
he's
just-
like
yeah.
like his natural reaction is like that's not right. Like
Yeah. Oh, he goes at it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever. I gotta think about where I am in this world, where I stand right now, that I
Oh, yeah.
cannot put my point of view on this because it'll just cause unnecessary drama. And so, I mean, what's nice about it too is when there's actually drama going down about me, people like to back me up because I'm not the one to be a dipshit for no reason.
Yeah.
So, like recently, my women's tournament. I don't know if you saw the
Yeah.
beef that went down. Yeah.
No, what beef? What?
So I hosted the women's tournament, right?
I heard it blew up. I heard it took off.
Yeah, it did really well. Like I put in money towards it. My community put in money towards it, and I made it you did not have to buy in at all. It was purely a tournament raised by my community.
Damn.
And so, and I'm forever grateful for my community. We got it up to 2K, right, Mika?
The prize pool?
Yeah.
No sponsors, no nothing?
Nope. Got it up to 2K.
Good shit, Steph.
And so,
Steph's community. Good Lord.
Hell yeah, right? And I put, obviously this is my first hosted tourney, and I'm still new to the scene.
Yeah.
Like I'm only like starting to blow up kind of thing. It's only been, since I started my Fragile Men content, it's only been 4 months. That's it. And I looked at it yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought it's been way longer. Like,
you've been setting the stage for yourself very well. Very, very well.
I mean, I had a falling off, but that's content creation for you.
Yeah.
You have blow ups, you have drops, you blow up, drop. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
And so I blew up on MW19 for the wrong reasons. It was more on hate than love. And obviously I wish I took advantage of it at that time. We didn't even finish the part why I quit. Almost quit. I don't know how we steered away from that. But like,
finish this and then we'll get back onto why you almost quit.
Yeah, and so I get lost track.
Drama with the woman's
Yeah. Drama woman's. Okay, so yeah, with the woman's tourney.
You're good.
My fault.
You got time, bro.
I need a juvie.
Killed Steph, motherfucker. Fucking go for the unopened ones. Oh wait, no, that would ruin the presentation. Never mind. Wow, I didn't even pick that up.
You didn't? Damn it.
Nope. Wow.
Okay. So yeah, for the women's tourney, code staff 10% off at drinkjuvie.com. Okay, so for the women's tourney.
I'll put it in the description.
I'm just messing. So for the women's tourney, yeah, so I raced this with my community, right? And it went great. And somebody reached out to me. So me and Mika went through the whole list. There was 52 teams, 50 plus teams that signed up. And it was 4 per team. So that's a lot of people. And I had only 12 max, right? So that's a lot of people. And we also had a lot of singles sign up. So me and Mika went through the list. We reviewed their Twitters and their social medias. We did choose some based off mutual connections and who we know and who's made a difference in the gaming space for women. So we chose them. Then we also chose smaller creators to give them a chance. We saw some of their clips. We saw that they were also trying to make a space for themselves in the content creation world. So we're like, all right, let's go with them.
Yeah.
We also included some subs that we saw is also a content creator. And I did choose some people that supported me and others very greatly, not only like by just being active in chat, but also like being active on all of our socials. So I was like, you know what? Like this is me and my community's tournament and for women, you know? So
yeah,
me and Mika chose kind of like who we wanted to. And obviously there was a lot of girls. I have no clue who they are. We're not even friends.
Yeah, she doesn't even go here.
And so I did that and we're like, all right, we're going to give everyone a chance. And then somebody reached out to me saying, straight up like, I cannot believe you didn't choose me and my team, and you chose these random people that don't even play the game and take it seriously. Like, we've competed and we've done this and this for females, or I can't believe you chose these females over us. And so I straight up said, I don't know why you have such I don't know how you are better than these other women. And I said that in many words. And I was like, I don't understand, like, the entitlement here. I am sorry. I don't really know who you guys are. Like, I said that straight up. Straight up.
That's a gut punch, bro. I don't even know who you are.
I said that in my tweet too. Just wait. And so this owner of an org, right, made a tweet saying that I was only picking people off of clout, and that I was picking people off of clout, and that, like, what was the other thing?
Money.
It was basically
money too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, wait, I have the tweet right here. Can I just read out the tweet to you?
Sure.
What I said? Yeah, okay.
Whatever you want to say. Make sure to say the name. Say the name who was.
All right, cool. I can do that.
So please don't say that. I don't need it.
I'm going to expose every single one of them.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my
God. Okay, so basically,
this.
Shit,
This is like story time.
I ended up winning the tweet, or winning the war, so he deleted his tweet.
No way.
Yeah. So basically, it was saying I was choosing people off of clout, and that I was, like, picking and choosing and stuff like that. So I said, hi, I don't even know who you, I quote retweeted him, by the way. I put, hi, I don't even know who you guys are, but if you take a second to look at who I chose for the tourney, a lot don't even have over 100 followers on either Twitch or Twitter. I chose people based off who knows me and other ladies in the content creation space who has supported us and made a difference in the gaming space for women. It's nothing personal that your friend didn't get chosen to play. I just don't know everyone in the scene. Also, attached is the messages between us, since you're going to be putting me on blast for incorrect assumptions. Again, it's my first hosted tourney. There was no labeling for it being a pro tourney, just something fun to represent Women's History Month. And so I put screenshots of our DMs.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That wasn't horrible.
Yeah, no, it was
great.
like, yeah. And so she said exactly, my team was very quick on signing up for your tournament, if not one of the first. We actually play the game. I'm not understanding as to why a bunch of those female teams in your tournament who don't even play in any of the female leagues are allowed the chance to play in this tournament. You're hosting over females who actually takes the time to grind this game and take it seriously. So then I said, I don't know.
Was that a dude who wrote that, or was that a woman?
A woman.
Sounds like a guy.
Yeah, and so I literally said, hi, LOL, I don't even know who you are. You've never interacted with me or anything I've done. I chose people based who I know and who I've seen make a difference for women in the gaming space, not based off competing in tournaments. I'm hosting this as a fun thing to do and celebrate Women's History Month. I don't even get why you guys deserve a chance over a bunch of these females when they play the game just as much as you guys do. And so there was a little more interaction, and then I posted that, and I ratioed them, and he ended up deleting his tweet and never apologized to me, but apologized. He admitted to being wrong underneath that tweet, his tweet. So everybody's like, why can't you just take a second to reach out to the creator you're bashing and apologize?
I've never, yeah. I've never understood publicly attacking someone unless you actually don't fucking care about that person. You want to ruin it. Like, that's exactly. If I have a friendship with someone, and I've had this happen to me multiple times where, like, people come after me who I thought were, like, good friends publicly, and they've, like, come after me. And then I message them privately. I was like, you want to have a talk about this? Like, because if you want to go this route, we're not friends. Because I think we all understand if you don't, like, even if you don't, I think this is what I understand about my audience and me, because I have an audience. If I go after someone, whether I want it or not, they also come. Like, they will. Even if I'm like, hey, don't. There's some people who won't get that message and will just go after them. I think the moment you do that publicly, you sever that relationship. It's gone.
No, 100%.
There's no trust.
Like if I ever host another tournament, I'm sorry, but none of them are gonna be able to join anymore.
Yeah, no, that ruins it.
That relationship is gone. And like I know, like I have a lot of girlfriends and lady friends in the content creation space. So if another tournament were to be hosted, I would recommend not to bring them in because of the unprofessional way they go about things. So in a way, they're probably never going to get invited to anything within my community at all again.
Did anyone ever apologize to you privately?
No, not one. And it's very frustrating because I was not at all in the wrong here. I went out of my own pocket, my own time.
That's where I would side with, because it's not sponsorship money.
With me.
That's
everybody sided with me. Like every single person, like even people that's hosted tournaments in the past literally went under their post and was like, you need to directly apologize to this creator for what you did.
Yeah.
And starting drama based off nothing. And it's just like, and they were bashing it too. They started making fun of the people I was bringing in. That one person only had like 10 followers. And I saw that they were trying to make it and they were posting nonstop and actually genuinely so I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring them in. Like, I like them as well as a person. And they literally were like, I cannot believe they brought this basically loser of 6 to 10 followers into the tournament. But apparently I was hosting this based off clout. I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
Even if you were, it's your tournament with your money.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at, to where it's like, if I'm hosting something, it's whatever I want. Like, whatever I want. And the fact that you reached out with other creators who weren't super clout worthy, like, I hope that person did very well and blew up a little bit from it. Like, a
lot of people, they're like, I am so thankful. Like, they posted some insane clips and they got a bunch of followers off it and invited to future things. And I'm like, that's why I did it.
See, but that's such a cool thing too, because I think I got caught up into this too, if I'm very honest, is like, there is that part of it's like, okay, well, I gotta get like all the biggest people around so I can have that. Like, even with this podcast, I've had other people who be like, oh, reach out to this. I was like, I don't know them, and I don't have an interest in them.
Yeah.
They have a huge audience and it would benefit me, but
it's just like you kind of, that's personal connection. Like, I mean, with some I didn't even have a personal connection. I knew what they've done. It just like helps a lot. You know, you can trust them too.
Yeah, I feel like that, and it also sets the stage for you to like, for other creators to follow you in that movement of like, okay, they don't need to be massive to have a good time and bring a crowd. Like, it can just be, you know, that if you bring the hype naturally, it's gonna come. Like, if you build it, they will come. And that's what's man, I still can't believe they said that.
You know, it's I mean,
can't believe they use the word females.
That's literally, people are like, why are you just calling them why are you calling them females?
That's
like,
why I was
women,
like,
ladies,
is that a guy?
Like it's literally like male. It's like, I look at you and you're such a male. Like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's odd. It's weird. And so it's just like, I mean, what sucks though is apparently this is what happens a lot with the women's tourneys. A lot of drama like this happens because, I mean, I don't hate on women at all, but we are drama. It's known. I know you're looking at the camera, and I'm at fault for it myself. Like, we do get a little more emotional on things. That's just how our body works.
Sure.
And so we tend to take things a little bit more personally. And so when women tourneys are hosted, there tends to be a bit more drama than there is when there's either co-ed or just purely, I don't know if there's purely male tournaments. I'm guessing there is, but I don't know if there is there? I feel like that. I feel like they would get canceled if they did that. Well,
I think I want to ask you
Shut
this.
up, Adam.
I want to ask all that. I want to ask you this a little bit, because this is where, like, I don't know if I can treat a woman the same as I would a guy. I will tiptoe more around a woman.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean, like,
because, like, even with, like, there was a content creator I played with, and she would, like, say sexual jokes, and not like towards me, but like she would pick up armor. She's like, oh, look, she would call them titties. Like,
Yeah.
she'd be like, "Oh, red titties." I was like, she's like, "John, do you want some red titties?" I was like, "No, no, I don't." And like, so I was like, "I'm not getting canceled, bro. We ain't doing that shit today." And then even like when I'd call my buddies like a bitch, like if they lost, I was like, "You bitch!" Like I feel like if I said the exact same thing to a woman,
yeah,
it plays a different thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, "You." Oh.
No, I get that entirely. Also that really depends on who you're putting yourself around too.
Mhm.
Like if you were to look at me and be like straight up, "You fucking suck, you're a bitch," I would just laugh. I'd be like, "Yeah, I know." You know, like
Yeah.
it entirely depends who you put yourself around and what kind of relationship you have built with them. Like if they know you're joking, then they know, like if they know that's your personality, they're gonna know you're joking and not being serious. But that's what's tough. I get it.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's where I get apprehensive because I've had people who are like, "Oh, I know you're joking," and then, well, I've also experienced more shitty interactions with certain content creators because I widened my circle and now I'm bringing it right back tight. Is that like people who knew I was joking in the moment, or so they said? They're like, "Yeah, he said this." I was like, "You were cool with that." And then, of course, like because I don't want to hurt feelings, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna talk to the boys that way, and then talk to girls like I'm always on camera, like I'm in front of my parents, basically. Like that's what it, and it feel, not like everyone's like that. Obviously, you're different, and I think that Ginger Girl too, and like a few Death by Smoochie, like I can have that same interaction.
oh yeah, 100%.
And I think
You can call me all sorts of names and I wouldn't mind it. It's just like
Yeah.
I know your intention behind it.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like me and Smoochie, our relationship is literally bashing each other.
I love that woman. She's
Like,
amazing.
oh, I play with Smoochie every day. I don't know if you know.
Hmm?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we're like tight, and
She's a good friend. She's
yeah,
like an
I
amazing
fucking
friend.
love playing with her. Literally, she'll have a nice clutch. I'm like, damn, you suck. She's like, okay. You know, like that's my humor. That's just how I am in general. That's why I will never take that toxicity to heart, because I find everything humorous. No, that's not a word. Comedic.
No,
humorous.
Humorous.
Humorous is a bone.
No,
that's a humor. No, humorous. Wait, what's it called?
You're thinking of a tumor, and you're having a stroke right now.
You're humorous.
Yeah.
All right. What's it called? She's here.
Chad, don't help her out. Just let her just watch. Humor is a thing. Humorous. I found that pretty humorous.
Humorous. Why does that sound so weird?
You're making me feel dumb. Hold on. Now I'm gonna. Are you gaslighting me right now?
I feel like you're gaslighting me.
Humorous. You probably actually win this. Is humorous a word? Humorous, causing lighthearted laughter and amusement.
Yeah.
Comic.
There
is a bone called I think it's your humorous bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't tripping. All right. Okay.
You were a little bit. You were a bit.
Humorous is a bone. Okay, and humorous does mean okay, cool. All right.
I literally just got a text from one of my friends. She goes, "It's a bone. It's a way to say funny." I was like, okay. Normally I wouldn't have this issue, but when someone questions what I think I know from high school, it starts to make me question everything.
See, I'm a biology major, so that's why.
Yeah, you're smart as shit. Why are you struggling with this?
It's been like 5 years. You think I remember anything from those classes at this point?
How much did you spend on your college degree? Did you get a full ride, didn't you?
Only my first 2 years, and then I transferred because I hated playing soccer.
Yeah, that's what was soccer.
And then I switched to another soccer where I had to pay for 1 year, and then the last year I got a full ride.
Good shit.
And that 1 year, guess how much that school costs? $63,000 a year. But I got half of it covered.
Where are you going, Harvard?
It's a private.
$63,000?
It's raised now. I think it's close to 70.
Did you say it's racist now? What'd you say?
It's raised.
Oh, okay. I was like, and it's racist? I was like, damn, they can afford to be racist. Bro, so, okay. Well, this ties in because that's what you wanted to go, and then you went into content creation. What almost made you want to quit? Like, what was the...
yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, because I'll finish off. Like, I went to that gas station, and I was looking up, and I got these two males. Let's call them that because they were not very nice people.
Mm-hmm.
They made they each made a hate video on me, basically calling me COD canceler, COD Karen. This is a man's world. Like, I don't know why you're even like exposing people being toxic. This is COD. Like, you wouldn't survive back in those lobbies, you know?
She played soccer. She played female soccer, bro.
Hey! Male. But the thing is, like, male and female is so normal to me because that's how I had to go about it in college.
Yeah.
It's always male, female, male, female. Like, that was every single subject was male, female. So the fact that that's a weird word now, I feel like everything's becoming a weird word now. Everything I say, I look at chat, I'm like, wait, can I say that? They're like, why? Why wouldn't you be able to say that? I'm like, I don't know.
We're doing real well with my career right now. I can't
I can't afford to be canceled, please.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I got these hate videos on me and it started blowing up every single TikTok of mine.
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking? Is that like death water or whatever it's called?
Oh, it's just liquid death. You probably don't know about it.
Isn't that being like canceled now on TikTok?
Wait, why?
Wait, isn't there like apparently, like, I don't know. I read something. I don't know. Everything's being canceled nowadays. I don't know.
It's not liquid
No,
death.
I think cancel culture is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think obviously, like, there's some circumstances where you deserve to be canceled, and there's circumstances you need to relax. People make mistakes, and you need to move on. Like, smallest mistake. Like, I'm not saying, like, say, being a piece of shit, and then I'm saying, like, some of the things that they're getting canceled for is, like, something, like, your parents would, like, slap you on the hand for, and then you kind of learn from it and move on. Well, but if it's, like...
Yeah. The internet has the best ability to, like, never forget. And when you're on your high, they'll be like, oh, do you remember this? You remember she did this? And it creates, like, a new hate cycle. Never participated in it, but there are some content creators who are like only good vibes here. And then they get canceled. I was like, I knew you were fucking right.
Oh, I almost got canceled.
Like,
I almost got canceled from a tweet I made when I was 15.
Ooh.
I said that football... I said football was gay.
It's kind of funny. I mean,
and one thing also, I made a tweet. So I went to a Chinese restaurant and I said my name was Stephanie, and they put it as Sesame, and I found that funny.
Why is that?
And I, at the time, like, apparently that was...
Who has that much time, bro?
Someone I got in a Twitter beef with. She said I needed... Yeah. Whatever. I think I think
you've risen. I think you can rise above it. I think you're at the place now where you were able to top that, and you have plenty of friends who would come to back you up and be like, she's not even like this.
Yeah, like, I was 15.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see it like that when it's ammo.
That's true.
Because when
everybody literally commented underneath saying she was 15, like...
That's your group of people that you surrounded yourself with. Those are the people who, like, you don't... Because you also don't try to paint yourself as a savior or as, like, a perfect person. And I feel like with those categories where people lean into that, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, like, we're all about, like, everything. Like, it's, you know, like... I don't know how to describe it. Sounds like a douchebag. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, people lean in that they are godly. Almost like they are the savior of people. They are the ones who, like, save. And so when people see their flaws, they're like, oh shit, you're fucked up. You said this stuff, but you said you'd never say this. Like, bro, what was it? Linus Tech Tips had the hard R thing that he just got done spilling. Did you see that clip?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid, I said horrible things. Privately. Thank God I didn't have a platform, but I still said horrible things. Like, I just was a dumb kid. I was also a boy, like, around other kids.
That you hear anything and you'll repeat it. Like, I mean, when I was little, I said some stuff I'm not proud of to this day, but I didn't have a platform. Exactly. Yeah. But the thing is, like, you learn from it and you move on. And as an adult, if you're still saying stuff like that, okay, like
there's got to be grace
yeah,
for someone to change. Like there, like you
exactly.
have, like there's consequences, but like you have to give someone the ability to change. Because if you don't, then it's like, what? Hopefully you change, or like I can't imagine wanting someone to stay in a shitty position. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like ruining their life off of
yeah,
me saying that American football was gay, for example. You know, like.
yeah. How dare you, Steph?
It's because I was so I like it's the fact that how I use the word gay, you know, like, and of
Negative
course, like,
yeah,
yeah, and of course, like, I would not do that now at all because, like, I just like my entire community is LGBTQ, and I love every single one of them. So I couldn't even imagine using that word in a negative way now. But like, I was 15.
Was the person who can't tried to cancel you, were they straight?
Yes.
Makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, so like and so like it's just like I mean, if you keep repeating the same mistakes, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But like some of the cancel culture nowadays is crazy. So going back to like me being canceled for being a COD Karen, I kind of like the hate really got really, really, really bad. I was getting a lot of DMs with death threats. One I remember very, very clearly. Somebody sent a video of a guy putting a shotgun to his head and blowing his head off and said, "I'm gonna do this to you." And I could see the whole, yeah. Excuse me for the graphics.
Nah, you're good.
But that really stuck to me, and I remember seeing that, and I was pulling up to Adam's, and I got there, and he's like, "So are you gonna go live tonight?" I'm like, "Hell no." And so I laid down in bed, and he's like, "Come on, like, you gotta go live, like, now that the traction is there." And at the time, I didn't know, like, what the traction was there meant, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, "You just need to keep posting and keep doing you and, like, turn it around, use it to your advantage." But it was, like, pure hate. It was also, I also got a lot of hate on accusations. Like, I had a lot of videos made them. If you look up Steffi Evans hacker, there's, like, YouTube videos of them, like, what's it called? You, like, step by step figure out, or frame by frame look at my debunking.
It's called being a virgin. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so like that wasn't bad. I liked the accusations. I mean, it kind of sucked because everyone would come into my streams and say you're a hacker, you're using Cronus, blah blah blah.
Well, now they got the Cronus ban, so you're really fucked.
I know.
I know.
I don't know what to do. Like all of us. I mean, I did drop 15 kills yesterday, so I don't think my community can tell right now. But yeah, no.
They have no idea.
And so this was happening, and Adam was like, "You need to go live and you need to take advantage of this hate and grow off it." And I kept getting these death threats on, like, for being a woman, and like, women don't belong here, and this is a reason why gaming shouldn't have women. Like, it was just non-stop.
Yeah.
So I ended up stopping. I didn't post much. I started hiding my videos. And the ones that they like, I still have it actually on my hidden videos. And I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I wish you weren't so stupid. Why didn't you just keep posting? You could be huge, you know, like, but then again, I'm like, everything happens for a reason. And
I mean, because I think I would look back on that stuff and being like actually scared. Well, I think I have more empathy because I have daughters. So it's like, sorry.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm just happy. Like, mentally wise, I had a lot of people behind me.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, like, yeah, some of this shit got to me, but it never, like, traumatized me or, like, made me think of some stuff, you know? Like, I always had Adam there, like, pushing me and supporting me.
Yeah.
I had my friends, I had my parents, like, I have immense support. And I think I met Mika, like, a little later on. And she's definitely helped me to grow as well and keep posting. But, like, Adam was like, you need to get back to it. And I kind of slowed down. I didn't stream as much. I didn't post as much. And I was averaging like 100 to 200. I was hosting a lot of customs though. Yeah. So that was why my average was a lot higher. That's the reason I got partner, which is smart. I got partner that way.
I don't have the patience to host customs.
And so I wasn't as big as I am now. Like now I'm actually doing something I really enjoy and building my platform off of,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Was that so? As of right now, like, I don't know where the future of Kick is or where it will be, but how? I mean, what was the conversation for you to switch? I mean, what was the conversation with your community? Because a lot of creators who have switched, I mean, you switch styles as well as you switch platforms. So you're lost people, and then you just kind of scrape off the rest, the people who won't follow you.
Exactly.
Which,
and if they won't follow me, then whatever,
How hard was that to, like, what was that conversation? Obviously the financial of it is fantastic, but like,
I mean, that was kind of the conversation.
Yeah.
I've been talking to my chat about this a long time. Like, I want to do this full time, and I want to be able to quit my full-time job.
Yeah.
And so I do basically content creation full time, because my full-time job right now is somewhat, it's not very heavy, if you get me. Like, I do about an hour or two a day tops.
What is this job?
And so
why do you want to get rid of it?
No, I'm not. I don't want to get rid of it, but I want to be able to rely on content creation, like, that's my future and what I want to do with my life. And so I talked to my community, and I was like, and I was straight up front with them. I was like, I want you to know that every sub you send me, Twitch takes 50%. So you are donating to me and a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah. And I've told them that many times. And I was like, the best way to support your favorite creators is either sending bits or donations.
Yeah.
And so now I have a daily bit goal rather than a sub goal. And people send me donations and bits nonstop instead. But they still resub to me, which I love. I like seeing them build up their months. Like, who doesn't?
No, it's
like,
wild.
Like, I don't want people to stop giving up their months, because I don't know. That's like nostalgic to me, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I told them straight up, like, I think for the future of what I want to do, Kick is the best platform, not only because they are more personalized. Like, one of the workers actually reached out to me to get me my my partner check mark, and I never made a tweet about it like everybody else is.
Bro, it's there's a part of it to where it's like almost pathetic watching people at train wrecks be like, hey, can I get my partner thing? It's like, what, you don't like starting from the bottom again?
Yeah.
What, you can't do that again? Like, that's like, and
getting the affiliate button, all you had to do was one stream.
Yeah, for 5 hours.
Yeah. I was getting ready. I was like, all right, chat, like, I'm going to do 2 hours on Twitch, and then we're going to go over to Kick so we can stream for 5 hours and get my affiliate button. And this girl came into my stream like, hey, before you do that, I actually have a contact for you. I reached out to him already for you. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I appreciate you so much. Like, she's also a Twitch partner and a Kick partner now. And immediately that guy came into my stream and said, hey, pull up your Kick. I was like, oh. Okay, I pulled it up and I already have my check mark. He's like, also, negative. The only bad thing is you have to set up your sub button right now. I'm like, how's that a bad thing?
Oh no!
Oh no!
I get paid right now.
So I set up my sub button. I looked at chat. I was like, all right, let's go to Twitch, or sorry, Kick, and he subbed to me first sub. That Kick guy. So he was the first sub, and we went over, and my community dropped like 200 subs off the bat. I'm like, all right. I was like, thanks, guys, because now I don't have to stream for the rest of the month. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, but it's
technically.
But that's what's wild, man. I mean, I think that was the scariest thing, because I had all my friends who were partner pushing. I didn't have any desire. The only thing that, like, I was excited to maybe one day get was 70-30, but once they took that away, I was like, what's the point, bro? Like, what? That's why I moved platforms from Twitch to YouTube, back to Twitch, and then Kick. And now it's like,
and you've been thriving on Kick too.
I've been doing all right. I've had my questions, because I think my numbers are inflated.
I think everyone's this.
Yeah, and so there was people who, I also got some shitty, I don't know why, but I think people feel very confident with sending me really fucked up messages. But somebody was like, you're not gonna make it on, if you haven't made it on Twitch or YouTube, you're not gonna make it on Kick, and I'm done following you. And I was like, cool. Like I don't understand. Maybe I just don't like for bigger streamers. Like I would categorize you medium to bigger. Like anyone past 100 viewers is like that. That's where the weight of moving platforms makes sense. If you're 15 and 30 or 40 or anything lower, I feel like it's not that much of a threat. I feel like you can start over pretty easy because you ain't got that many viewers. Like, and I'm in that area, so I feel like when people are like, "Well, it's just terrifying," it's like, okay.
Yeah, but also you have to realize that this is such a small platform right now. So, excuse me, Juvie coming in.
What's the code, Steph?
Code Steph, 10% off, drinkjuvie.com.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. So also, yes, I have a good feeling numbers are inflated a little bit.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that if you are holding 15 to 30 viewers on a brand new platform, you have more exposure to being the front of that game as well. When I go on Kick, you are the featured streamer of the game you're playing.
Me?
Yes. Every time.
Oh, that's wild.
That's how I find you on Kick. And that's literally how I found you and followed you, that you were live on Kick. You literally were. So there's a bunch of featured sections. There's the main feature at the very top, which is where you get a bunch of viewers and followers. And then there's the individual categorized. And you were on that, which is right below everything. So you're right there. So you were on the front when I opened Kick.
Hear that, guys? I'm bigger than Steph. Anyways, go follow me, Steffi Evans. Code 10Juvie. 20% off. 100% off. Juvie.com/code Steph.
Oh my, nice. Beautiful. I'm gonna use that for my next ad.
Your sales literally just tanked.
Perfect. That's what I'm using for Twitter.
Are you? So with content, with everything, are you still okay? Before moving to Kick and after, I felt this way when I moved platforms. I felt like a revitalization. I don't know if it was because it's new, because I have a better ability being found, but did you feel kind of like a reawakening, like of your not?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about that, and I don't know yet because it's still scary to me. I'm in the back of my head worried that this platform will somehow get canceled because of how everything works nowadays, and that's what's in the back of my mind all the time. Obviously I'm really grateful that my community is going to move from wherever I am to whatever I do, but I feel like I do have that whew, this is exciting, this is brand new, I'm actually getting the money I deserve, and my community's actually supporting me directly rather. So that's amazing. And I do love the personal connection I have with Kick as well, but I'm still terrified that I'm gonna build this whole platform and it's gonna be like a mixer. I'm a paranoid person. Adam knows this. I'm very, very on edge about everything and anything I do. I'm okay, so if I do this, the consequences could be this and this and this and this, and I do that in my head. And I hate it. Because I'm not a very,
I would rather
YOLO.
Well, I think I'd rather be like that than where I am, because I've gotten in trouble for saying shit off the wall. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it, but nobody cares about intention. So if I just, do something, they're like, that looked fucked up. I was like, well, the intention was bad, and they're like, doesn't matter. So the way I would rather be like how you are versus me, because I've gotten in trouble multiple times about and some of my friends who do love me and care about me are like, you need to delete that tweet. You need to delete that right now. I was like, why? They're like, just delete it. I'll talk to you later about it. Just delete it right now.
See, but I feel like that makes things a lot more enjoyable. For example,
you.
No, because I'm so on edge. Okay, for example, yesterday, here a little small example. I was playing soccer, right? I had a game at 6:30, and my next game was at 9.
Okay.
So I had about an hour and a half, 2 hours of downtime.
Okay.
And in my head, that entire time, all I was thinking about was, okay, I have an hour and a half. Should I go home or should I stay? How can I be productive? What can I do? Or I'm just wasting, my mind is just running through everything I can be doing in these next 2 hours. and I was miserable. And so I ended up calling my dad, and I was like, "Hey, can you help me update this right now so I can feel productive in this next hour, and that I'm not wasting time?" He's like, "Why don't you just enjoy soccer while you're there?" I'm like, "Because I got an hour and a half of downtime, and I want to do something so I don't feel like shit when I get to my next game." And I hate it because I always do that with myself with everything I do. And that's how I am with moving to new platforms, trying new things. Like, and so Adam is like, "Let's do it. Fuck it." I'm like, "No, because I could rather be doing this or that or being more productive on this." Adam's like, "Let's just do it." I'm like, "Okay."
Dude, you are that TikTok stereotype. Behind like every stressed woman's like a guy who's like dancing, like doing that. Like
literally, we were last weekend. Adam was like, "Hey, let's go get dinner somewhere," and I'm like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Wait, but it's a 30-minute drive, and I could be doing this instead." He's like, "Steph, let's go get dinner." I'm like, "Okay."
So, man. So, but I feel like, what do you combat that stress with of moving your entire platform, of moving your entire audience over? What is the combative? Is it, or are you trying your best to be like, "Hey, if it happens, it happens"?
Trying my best, of course. Like, if it happens, it happens. I just need to like, what's nice. Like, I always have something to fall on if content creation goes to shit.
Yeah.
It's obviously I feel like I used to not bite my nails. Now I do. So content creation is really stressful. Like I have my ups and downs in it, and I've had a lot of highs recently. And now that I got banned for over a week on TikTok, it's been a lot of down because TikTok is like where I'm excelling right now, and it's terrifying to know that it could potentially be banned.
Yeah.
And I've been banned on it for the last week. And so it's just like it makes a very like this kind of like line in my content creation when TikTok is banned, because that's where I'm like blowing up right now.
Yeah.
And it also suppresses my views as well. So it's just like, that's where the stress comes from, and putting so much effort into a video for it to flop kind of thing, and then putting 5 minutes into a video for it to go viral. Yup. And then
yup.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that's why I quit. That's why I quit trying. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do the whole watch my work that I put a lot of time into just flop because it didn't hit the right time, didn't hit the right audience, didn't hit the right whatever.
Yeah, it's the algorithm's so stupid.
You guys, I think that's where I have a hard time. I think content creation is a lot tougher than what even most content creators think, especially because you've grinded this game only. Like you main Call of Duty. You've mained it, and it's been an issue. Well, you've mained the multiplayer. You thank God you're not a battle royale streamer, because dude, that's
I'm so happy. That thing is ass. I'm sorry.
Horrible, dude.
It's horrendous.
The amount I think that's where people are like, "What's the problem playing games?" Like, imagine playing something that's in a bad state for months. What's a game? But it's a bad game. It's a bad version of the game. But your audience won't follow you with anything else you do, because they like that game. They like that shit game because they watch it.
They will go and watch others if you're not playing it.
And I think that's where the mentality of you guys, because I can't do it. Like right now I'm in love with Destiny 2, but there could be a part in my brain where it just shuts off. I'm like, I don't like this game anymore. Now I'll go play something else.
I do.
Yeah.
I hate it. Me and Miko will find a game like New World. We grinded it, and then we just quit. Just like that. Just didn't.
Dude, and I feel bad for the audience because I don't know if they were like, "So you're gonna play New World again?" You're like, "Nope, I'm bored." You're like, "Oh, I really liked it, but okay."
Like we're like on Minecraft right now, like crazy. I've been streaming Minecraft, and I was holding like 80 to 90 viewers on it, which is crazy.
That's awesome, but Minecraft sucks.
Dude, we have mods and everything. It's been so fun.
That's awesome. Minecraft sucks. You guys are a.
It's a community thing, though. We have a server, and we all play together.
Okay.
So my community's been really loving it. So it's kind of like something I can pay back to my community at least.
You are a very good content creator. I'll say that. You're a very loving content creator. There's a lot of things I won't fucking do for my community. I love them to death, but there's no fucking shot.
I feel like it's some way I can repay them for being as supportive.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. I feel like saying thank you is never enough. And it's just so hard. Like, they gift me 20 gifted subs, and I'm like, I wish I could just hug you right now and say thank you, but I can't. Like, you're just looking at me, and I'm like, thanks, you know?
Yeah. I think that, I mean, I'll probably take the most, not jaded. I think I was jaded with it for a bit. Now I'm like, yeah, thanks is enough. Like, for those people, like, they're giving because they want to see you continue. Like, it's kind of like their Netflix, their Hulu, their HBO. And I love that your heart is in that place, because I can only imagine. I watched viewers say the sweetest things to me, and then behind closed doors talk super shit about me. And I've talked about this multiple times. I was new to the internet environment. Like, I watched content creators all, like, throughout childhood, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, all that stuff. But I never got into the communities. And I feel like what you've done, and what some content, not a lot, but some content creators have done very well, is they've maintained a open heart to the people in their community. Because I've had people just turn on me, and people in my community who've given a lot of money and been real sweet to my face, and then the moment, like, I'm not available for them, they're like, it is about the money for you. Like, you are a selfish content creator, and that shit hurts, bro. I think I don't think viewers. Well, maybe they do. Maybe that's why they say it. But I think for me, because I was so open, and then when people were so mean, I shut down, and I was like, you guys aren't safe for me. And I think that's where I'm learning to open up back again, because I think on Kick, most of my audience was on Twitch, and they're pretty, not all of them, but some of them were pretty mean and would send me, like, just fucked up messages and, like, hurt my feelings intentionally, or they would just talk to my other community members, like, try to get them against me. And I think that's where I look at communities who have thrived, like yours, and have survived that era. I'm sure you've gone through it, to where, like, people are just super nice and then they just turn, and it's hard for me, like, because I want that personal relationship. And then the moment it's not given in the way that they want it, they turn. And I'm like, buddy, that's not real. That's not a real.
You know, it's
like,
happened.
Yeah.
Especially donators, they feel like they're buying a spot with you. And I've had my fair share of them in the past, and they're no longer in my community for good reasons. And at the end of the day, it sucks, because they were, like, my top donators.
Yep.
But I'm like, I'm not going to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, like, them thinking they have a permanent spot within my friend group because they're sending donations.
Yeah.
Or, like, permanent spot in, like, when I'm playing, for example.
Yeah.
And I've dealt with it, and I've kind of cut them out. And I can now, what's kind of nice is, like, the people I have in my community, that's my top donators, are more mature, and they're older.
Yeah.
And
older audience is nice.
Yes. I have a very old audience, like my age and up. And
Wait,
some younger than.
How old are you?
20, turning 26.
You're a baby.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. When I
absolutely.
Twitch, usually the gaming world is like 14, 15, you know?
That's wild. Yeah.
And so having that, like, older audience, it's like, it's such a nice for a change. Like, I can have adult conversations and not be like, oh my God, wait, there's kids in this chat. Like I literally go, hey, everybody say your ages. And it's like maybe a 17 or 18-year-old. Like, the youngest is my mod. He just turned 15. He's, like, the youngest in my community. He's been around since he was 13. So, like,
that's wild.
I know him. Yeah. Since he was 12, actually. He didn't tell us our age until he turned 13. Because of Twitch, TOS.
Yep. I've had to ban a few people from my chat because they were like, I just turned 11. I was like, oh, God damn it, Rico. Bye, buddy. I think I've watched you. I always pay attention to certain content creators and just see, not like in a skeptical way, but just more like, how do you handle all this stuff? Because I don't think I'm cut out for huge. I think this I do very well at with like one-on-one and like personal relationships. I don't think I can handle the internet. And I think it's always interesting to me to watch people who are good privately and do a very good job publicly to handle that stress and that drama. And and either you're learning or you know how to set up those boundaries to where it's like, all right, you said this shit to me and we're going to put you back, but I'm not going to make a public scene out of it. So like I'm able to, it's almost like, and I've seen it with certain people. Like I've watched Smoochie do it. Like she'll get a comment and it's like a little look on her face. She's like, and it like almost like you watched her, and with other content creators too, you watch them put that person outside of the circle of trust or outside of, okay, I see you. Like it's, and it's something that I think, I don't know. I've especially people who've made it out of COVID. A lot of streamers didn't make it out of COVID, and they got very bitter. And they got very distant, and they quit.
Yeah, because the viewership for everyone plummeted.
Yeah.
Everybody went back to work. Everybody went back to school. The supporting just wasn't there anymore. And you either take it and you run with it, or you quit. And I promised myself and Adam and my community that I was not going to quit, that I was going to succeed back on MW2. And I shook hands with Mika. I was like, I swear on my life and everything I'm doing, I'm coming back on MW2. I set that promise so hard in my friends and my boyfriend's eyes, and I did it. So, I'm still going, you know?
You're doing fantastic. The fact that I think you were, I think that's what's crazy about this is like seeing new beginnings start for older content creators, like people who've done it for a bit. And I would say COVID was like when we all kind of came up together.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to watch people with new beginnings start, and it's really dope to see them thriving. Because I think everyone who I have on this podcast, like I know your value. Like I know that you're insanely talented. I know you're more than the COD Karen that people paint you out to be. I also know that, well, because I watch your content. Like I've watched your streams. I see people. I lurk a lot. Like I see them. You can't fake. Most people can't fake a streaming persona for that long. Something will come out. Your true character will come out or whatever. And I think you are who you say you are.
Oh yeah, no, I'm exactly like when people meet me in person, they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you'd be like this in person as well."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what you're seeing on screen is exactly who I am when like obviously I do have my times where I'm like just laying and scrolling and quiet, you know, but like I'm always like this energetic. Like if you're partying with me, oh my god, I am partying, like you know, like this is just how I am. It's just, I don't know, I always say be yourself. That's the only way you're gonna make it.
Yeah. Where would you want to take this? Like what is your goal with this? Like where are you wanting to be? Because I think last time we talked, you were just getting out of like college mindset. So you're like, oh, we'll try and see how this is. But like I think you are making a name for yourself of like a solidified.
I have a goal. Yeah. Like, obviously the big goal right now, the goal I started with was putting light to how the gaming world is and how women are not like appreciated, even LGBTQ, you know, like it's a male dominated space, and I wanted to put light to that because that's the kind of content I started with on MW19 and I got hated on for it. And so I put my foot down and I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna try this back up again and do kind of like what I really enjoy doing. Like I feel like that's how I'm gonna make it. And so I started it and started getting a lot of views, immense love. Like everybody's like, oh my god, like this is hilarious. I love that you're just laughing in their face and shitting on them in game for being such pieces of shits. And people started like putting in ideas. You should start saying this and start doing this and see how they react, and then shit on them, show who's boss kind of thing. Show them it's not only males that are good at the game, men, boys. They're not men.
Use code Steph, Juvie, 10% off. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, like I want to keep doing this. I want to get creative with it. I want to make it comedic. I don't want to I don't want it to be depressing whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't want to like seem like, oh, like this sucks. I can't believe he said that. You know, like no, that's not me at all. I want to make this a fun thing.
Yeah.
And so it started blowing up, and now I'm at the mindset like I want to do this on a bigger scale. I don't want to just be strictly within the gaming world.
Yeah.
I want to be able to take this past just gaming, and obviously I'm just getting started. And I still have a long, long way to go, but I've been getting a lot of articles reaching out to me, like Insider. I had Sky News at UK. They want to put me on TV. VG or VG, which is the biggest article in Norway. He's writing on me right now. Like we've just been communicating back and forth. I have a bunch of articles being written about me. Apparently the biggest network, the TV network in Norway, should be reaching out to me soon because he just told me that because it's competition for him. So he was like, hey, I want you to tell me once they reach out to you so I can post the article before. And I was like, yeah, I got you. Like, I don't mind that. Like, he's been reaching out. So I was like, but so like that's happening. He's like, pretty soon. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know? And so
hot
it's like
commodity, bro. Oh my God.
It's like, and then having Activision reach out to me, not gonna further on those details, but like it's like, wow, like I'm actually in people's eyes, and it's crazy. And it's wild to me that I'm actually making a change in a small way, and I want to be able to take it on a bigger scale. So
do you think you deserve that attention?
I see, like, I don't want to come off cocky, but like, no, I don't know. Like, I really, like, it's still so like, wow, what is happening, you know?
Yeah.
Like, reality hasn't hit me yet. Like, I'm getting brand deals that I wouldn't ever expect to get. And I'm just like, what the hell, you know? Like, it's still like settling in. Like, it's just like been blowing up. And so, I mean, I don't think I fully deserve it. I know I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I really do. I do want a better gaming space, and I want to stand up for women.
Yeah.
And I want them to succeed and be able to speak in video games and be like me. So I don't know. Like, it's a tough subject. Like, I don't think anyone will look at themselves and be like, yeah, I deserve this 100%, you know? Like, I feel like if I can do it correctly and I can really be a role model, then yes, I do deserve it.
What would you, speaking of role model, what advice would you give for like women coming into gaming?
Even if you're playing like ass, speak up. Like, laugh in their faces. That's literally what I tell them all. They're like, I don't turn on my mic because I'm not good at the game. I'm like, the times I talk the most shit is when I'm bottom of the leaderboard. And that makes them even more mad. So I always say, even if you're bottom fragging, if you're top fragging, turn your mic on and laugh at them. And don't take anything personally, because they go from game to game and say the exact same thing to every woman they encounter. So don't take anything personally that you hear online, because it is never meant towards you in a, you know?
Yep.
That's the wording.
I'm so excited. By the way, guys, just to let you know, she told me about the Activision meeting. Sucks. You won't know about it, though. She can't talk about it to you guys. Use code staff at juvie.com/get 10 orders.
Drinkjuvie.com, baby. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm telling you, blue raspberry, fire. That's why I'm wearing this blue.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, you're dick riding so hard right now.
It's cold. It's been lightning and storming here, so it's been really cold. So I wore.
Is there a sponsorship that you would love to have? Like a dream sponsorship?
Right now, Maybelline is doing a campaign within women empowerment. And I would love to be on it. I don't know, because like only recently, like, campaigns and companies are like jumping on this like woman empowerment, and standing up for women in gaming. And I'm like, where is this all coming from? Like, where was this a year ago?
Oh, no.
I don't understand what made this year so much different. Because, like, the love I'm receiving is crazy compared to, like, a year or two ago. And, join 100 Thieves, yeah.
So that you would actually, yeah. So, do you
I
think
didn't want to say that, but
why?
yes.
Why?
Because, like, it's just such, like, a absurd goal to me, you know? Like, yeah, joining 100 Thieves. They're, like, all for supporting women in gaming, and I absolutely love them and what they do. And even, like, the reason Juvie was such a big hit for me is because it's from Nadeshot. And
I was about to say, like, you already got a foot in the door.
Yeah, and it's like... that's why I didn't say 100 Thieves, but, like, oh my god, yeah, if I could join 100 Thieves, that would be incredible. Like...
Hear that, Nadeshot? If you don't put Steffi in 100 Thieves, you hate women.
Yo!
Get her in!
Flip it and ship it, chat!
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
just kidding.
No, I don't know. Like, so, would you ever want to develop a game or be in the game developing, or would you still want to be a content creator?
Content creator? More like, I would eventually want to be, like, not start a movement, but, like, I want to be part of one. You know, like, recently, like, I want to be looked at as, like, oh my god, the gaming space completely changed this year, and Steffi Evans was a part of it. Like, she was the one that put a lot of light to it and empowered people, and...
I feel like the only audience that you really have to go against are people where I was at, where I heard the whole men are all trash thing, and that, like, hurt my feelings.
I was gonna speak on that, actually.
Because you are stuck in between of that.
An article was written on me that I didn't approve of or had no clue of.
Yeah.
And I made a tweet about it. It basically said that, like, all men are trash, basically.
Yep.
And I put, this is literally nothing of what I stand for at all. Like, I absolutely love everybody in this community, as long as you're not an absolute piece of shit. Like, that's where the line is drawn. Like, if you're passing that line, then you can fuck off.
And I think that's what makes you very different from a lot of what, because I think once people get put in that, they're like, I mean, they are. And they kind of like lean into it. And I've seen you taking that turn, be like, no, this isn't where this isn't the hill I'm going to die on. Not all men.
Yeah, hell no. Like, my closest friends are guys. Yeah. Like, I have a boyfriend who's like...
who's a guy.
Yeah, who's a dude. Everybody thinks I'm gay because of what I'm doing. I'm like, I absolutely love women, but, like, no. Like, I'm doing this to make a change for you guys to be able to turn on your mics and not be absolutely terrified to just speak in a lobby.
So how do you... I mean, because people are going to pin you at one way or another. So how do you keep yourself grounded to where...
I mean, if they're going to pin me at that, that's on them. That's their opinions. Yeah. Like, that's going to happen, and I know it will happen, and I know it's already happening. I'm seeing comments in my TikToks, and I just kind of like, you're irrelevant. No offense, but, like that small opinion doesn't change, like, what I stand for. And that's what happens with every bigger person. People will put all these opinions and...
Ooh. So you talked about it a little bit about, like, sometimes it's just not worth it to share your point on something. Okay, with everything political that has come out, there's always, like, this standard of, like, you need to speak up.
Yeah.
I'll share my opinion before you go on, because I don't want it to be like a gotcha moment. I think content creators are there to entertain. I don't watch anyone for their political, religious, anything. None of their information. I don't watch it. I don't care to hear it. I don't, like, go to Daltouche. I don't go to Nadeshot about what he believes politically. I don't watch that. I literally don't.
Yeah.
But and I think it was with some of the content creators who I would like mutuals with, they expected everyone to kind of blurt that shit out and put it to where you can't ride the fence anymore, as they put it. And I'm wanting to know if you've gotten any kickback from not staying in your lane sounds super fucking aggressive, but like, but just being like, nope. Like, do you feel like that's where you kind of hold that privately? It's like, no, we're not doing this. Like, or if you kind of have like I don't have anything to offer. Like, I don't know how you would go about that and still remain in the good eyes of the public, because people are going to hate you because you don't actually stand up for women because you didn't voice this opinion. You don't actually love everyone because you went against it, or you didn't voice this opinion. So, I mean, like, how...
So one thing is not sharing too much of your opinion kind of helps. So like, I make these videos and I don't say anything else besides what's in the video. Like, the videos kind of show that like I'm exposing dipshit males, I guess, men, for what they're saying, and I'm beating them in a game and hurting their egos even more. And I think, surprisingly, my community has understood my message without questioning it. I mean, some have put, "Oh, it seems like you just hate males," and I will usually respond to those comments saying, "No, if a woman is being like this, I will also post her as well."
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I kind of stay in my lane, as you said. Yes, I don't share too much. I don't bring politics into it. The only thing I argue for is that women are not treated the same in the gaming space. That's the only thing I will tell you right now to your face, and I can prove it with you with many, many videos and things I've done, that like we are treated way differently in this space.
Yep.
And that's the only kind of stance I take political wise. I will not bring anything else into it because there's no point. Unless like some big news station was like, "We heard this and this," then I would, okay, you know, but coming from opinionated little like Timmys, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I think
if that answers your question.
No, it does. Because I think you play Call of Duty, and I think you know the things that happened, like, what was it, 2 years ago, a year ago, with Warzone 1, where like the girl took her life. I had the...
Wait.
The one that got like sexually harassed so much that she like took her own life. You know about that?
No, I thought it was a guy.
Nope, that was a woman.
I heard about a guy like getting harassed so much and then...
That was a female. This was like... I'm like checking chat right now. I mean, that was the reason why I stopped playing Warzone. But that was where like... apparently the story was she had like dated a guy, shared nudes with him, and then he shared it with the entire office, and she was getting sexually harassed so much that she like took it. She like ended it.
I mean, within like
Activision. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I thought you meant a Warzone streamer.
No.
Oh.
No, this wasn't the Activision thing. Sorry. No, I should have been way more clear.
Yeah, okay, no, I know about that. I thought you said Warzone streamer. I'm like, what? No, I know, the whole...
Yeah. And during that time, everyone was making their stance and being like, well, I'm never going to play this dog shit game, like, fuck it. And I have family that went through something like that. Like, they didn't take their life, thank God, but, like, they definitely had something of that nature of, like, I just don't want to be here anymore because of all this shit. So... I had the place to go, how, like, almost like, it was crazy. Almost went out on Twitter and was like, how the fuck are y'all fucking playing this fucking game? Like, especially if you say that you love women. And then immediately the common sense is like, not everyone has the life experience that you do. You cannot hold them accountable to what, like, your life has been. And that's not fair.
Yeah.
And that, like, so I had that, like, split second because I was like looking and I think it was just because it came out and I understood the mob mentality for a second because I was like this just anger came over it and then it like set in. I was like, that's not their life, dude.
And also it's like, it's personal experience for you, so it's gonna take a lot more to heart for you.
Absolutely, but it's not right for me to put that shit on you. Or anyone else. And it doesn't... I
mean, you still have the right to give out your opinion. Like, it hurts that you guys are nonstop playing this game after all of this happened, which is fair. It's your opinion.
But it didn't.
You know, like...
But there's got to be some point of, like... There's got to be some point of, I'm trying to like say this in the right way, but there's got to be some point of like accountability that I put on myself of like, that's not fair to do to my friends.
Yeah,
Because it's not.
Which is fair. I mean, no, it's not. Because also at the end of the day, this is someone's job as well in their whole life. Like
Mhm.
if they were to just quit playing COD, they're not making any income anymore.
Yeah. And I think that's,
Yeah.
because I did watch
And I
some,
saw a lot of women tweeting on
Mhm.
that, especially Squid. She made a tweet about it. She was like, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's really tough for me to say this, but like this is the only way for me to make money right now.
Yeah.
And thankfully at that time I was working a full-time job. So
Yeah.
I didn't stream much or play the game at all.
Yeah.
I was playing every now and then because it still was my job and something I was still trying to do for myself. But I was not, like, when all of that was going down, I was barely even touching the game.
Yeah.
Because I was thankfully in another job and that kept me busy. So I was kind of off the social media world at that point too.
Yeah.
So
I think that's where I just watched, and I also watched, that's also where I learned about virtue signaling for the first time. Like actually seeing it to where people were like, I'm never going to fucking touch this game again. Like, can't believe that they treat women so bad. They got a bunch of likes, a bunch of retweets, a bunch of comments, follows, all the shit. They were back on it a week later, and they're like, well, I was like, you fucking...
That's like the Harry Potter thing that happened recently.
Oh, yeah, I played the shit out of that game. Like, Avada Kedavra all the people. And I like... Because which
is fair. I didn't see. I'm not a judgmental person.
Yeah.
Like, if you play Harry Potter, I'm not gonna assume that you hate trans people. That's absurd. Like,
yeah,
you grew up with this game, and I chose myself not to play the game because I didn't really have that love for Harry Potter like some of you guys did.
Yeah. And
this is something you grew up with in your childhood. It's nostalgic. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't test it out and play the game.
Yeah.
Like, I watched people play the game. I'll be straight up with you. But I did not play the game myself because, like, I didn't have that nostalgia feeling for it.
Yeah. But also, like, I think what you did is nice, too, because you're like, I'm sure it was the reason why you didn't play it was because you were taking that stance with your friends, being like, yeah, it's nothing for me to play the game, and I just didn't have interest either. That's the thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, if I had that nostalgia for it, maybe, yeah, I probably would have played it, but no.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, like, oh, I'm so excited to play this. You know?
Such a good game, though.
Was it?
Don't do that to me. But no, I think that's...
Was it worth it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It was worth it for me. I got a lot of views on it. I also got, I think I'm at the point now to where I buck back. I never try to attack people unless I get attacked first. And then that's kind of like, well, here you go. Like, I've never understood, like, just going balls to the wall and someone being like, bro, I've gone through a rough year. Like, you're getting a lot of that in this response. Like, but I think there's, like, you can take a stance, just make it yours. Make it your reason. Don't do it to, like, and that's where I think I appreciate you so much and appreciate the people like you, because you'll never say anything that you don't believe.
Exactly.
Like, football is still gay, 100%. But, like, I also think that the reason your community backs you up so much is they're like, one, she was a kid, and two, she didn't.
Yeah, like,
there was no evil intention behind it.
No,
like, because
I was literally just backing up soccer because I was comparing American football and soccer, and I was saying, I said American football. I said football is gay compared to soccer.
Yeah, because women are scary in soccer. I dated a soccer player.
That's me.
She did that whole fucking hair pull down thing. Yeah, she was that kind of girl, and I was like, all right, maybe I don't feel safe.
Oh my god, Yaga.
Dude, it was one of those things that I think it's just you do you very well. And I think that's where you're kind of like a stand-up comedian in that place. Like, you are around a lot of toxicity and a lot of, like, cancel culture moments, and you're like, it's almost like looking at, like, Dave Chappelle, Andrew Schultz, or Krista Lee, or any of the greats, and I'm like, yeah, they're not hateful people, they're just funny. Yeah. They'll joke on everyone. It's not just this, it's everyone.
No, it's everyone. Yeah, it's anything.
Yeah. And I think that's where you do very well. And it's like, no, I'm not coming after a certain group of people, but they keep coming after me, so they're going to be the target for a bit.
Exactly. Like, if they're going to go at me, I'm going to post you and make fun of you. And that's just how it works. Like, I'm sorry, but if you were coming at me, I would probably use you for content. I don't care who you are. Like, if you're coming at me I made a joke out of the Twitter beef. When I went live on my my tournament stream, I immediately brought it up and made a joke of it.
Yeah. I feel like if there's no private respect, if there's no like if you ever said anything and it bothered me, I would never post you publicly. It would always be a private DM, be like,
exactly. If it's
can we talk about this?
DMs, yes.
Yeah.
That's different.
I would never fucking do that.
I don't post DMs. That was literally the one time I've ever posted a DM was that, because they tried to put something that was completely wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when you're setting the story straight, I think it's valid.
They quoted me. He even quoted me saying that I was going for the clout. He put quote unquote that I said this, and I went,
bitch.
No, so I screenshotted it immediately and posted it. I was like, if you're gonna try to quote me, like, you're getting the actual truth behind it.
Yeah.
And then he deleted his tweet, so that says something. So like, no, I don't bring DMs into anything unless like that other person brought it publicly first.
Yeah. No, I think me and you kind of have the same outlook on that. It's like, I don't know why you're shocked by how hard I'm going. You're the one that wanted this. Yeah. Like you can't be the victim and the abuser at the same time. Sorry.
Exactly. And so it's just that mutual respect. Even if like if me and my best friend would lose friendship and I have a bunch of her private stuff in my private DMs, I would never go out of my way to expose anything.
Yeah.
I just think that's like that respect. Like when we were best friends, I would never do that, even if we became it's just like, I think that's just like lowest of the low. Like, for example, she has some of my passwords. What if she were to hack me or give out my passwords, kind of thing. Like, it's just like that pettiness that there's no point for.
Yeah. No, that's scary as shit. Well, dude, I'm insanely hopeful for what you're gonna be doing, because I don't think your hype dies now. I don't think so. Yeah. Well, what about you? Like, are you still full-time streaming and all that? I know you stream a lot, and are you still liking it? I know, like, it's a podcast about me, but I'm just curious. I like this. I think I
know you love podcasts.
I just like talking to people I genuinely care about. I think that's where, and I can't fake it. So I can't like I would love, again, like I said, I would love to have people with bigger audiences to bring more light to this, but I can't, like, if I'm not interested, I can't talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this to turn into what my podcast was a few years ago. It was like, how'd you get into content creation? It's like, you can find that out by our fucking bio, like link in bio. I struggle with streaming. I think I got burned out by a lot of my viewers. Not so much now in my community, but there was a lot of I got like I became that streamer that like was scared to unmod certain people because I knew that they would cause a ruckus, and they did.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I've always stood behind the thing of like the streamer does whatever they want. It's their content, it's their platform. They can do whatever they want. But I never had the balls to really do that. And once I like cut clean, I also got like burned by a lot of streamers too. I think because of who I was friends with, I think I also have a hard time with playing the game of streamers, to where like you don't really friend this type of person because they're problematic with these type of people.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. Like I genuinely love my friends and care about them, and when it crosses platforms and I get those DMs, like, I wouldn't be talking to them if I were you. I was like, these people were actually there for me when you weren't, so I'm actually gonna talk to them. And and then when that happens, it creates a I don't know. I think streaming has been weird for me. Not bad, but also this last year, like going through a divorce and shit like that has been.
I didn't know that.
Nobody did, because I didn't want to be that streamer.
Yeah.
I watched a lot. I also, that was another thing. So I feel like pretty confident to talk about it now. I think I watched. I think that I put a lot of pressure on content creators to be aware of what they say and how they say it to their audience. I think I could get pity money pretty easily. If I could just say like I had a shit day or I had a panic attack, which I've had multiple panic attacks, but I also don't want to be pitied.
Because you can 100% like use that as well. I mean, it's not really using it because it's actually happening, but I know exactly.
There's a way you can paint it. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to come off as a pity party. And like when I have my bad days, I rarely tell anyone.
Yeah.
Like I only tell Adam. Yeah. That's it. And he knows.
Yeah. I think just people who can do it genuinely and they can be like, hey, this has been really hard. Like I used to make content when I would have hard days. I remember posting really tough conversations I had with Break. Break was there for me for a lot of it, a few other friends. But
Break.
I love Break, that little British man, even though he's from Texas. I had a lot of breakdown moments, a lot of moments where like I felt really successful and then it crumbled because I didn't know how to play the game.
That's one thing that I struggle with too. You feel like nothing's going for you anymore, even though it is. That's one big thing with content creation.
Yeah, and then the comments of like, I don't know how you're not bigger. I was like, I don't know, and I think it was just I didn't handle myself well. I had a lot of breakdown moments to where I'd get pissed. And nobody knew why. Canceled sub games for a long time because I snapped at a viewer when I was going in the midst of the divorce, and never wanted that to happen again.
Which is fair.
Yeah, because it wasn't his fault.
I've had my instance where I've been mean, not on purpose, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah. And so I think I pulled back a lot, and I was distant. And some people took it personally. Some people let me have my time, and some people were there for me. And I've realized my circle is insanely tight, and now I grew to be skeptical, and I don't like that. Like I don't want to be a skeptical person. Like I started streaming with a very open heart. I think with the internet, which is like, I think this is why I love you so much. Like, and I love like your content is because like I have 3 daughters and I can like show them. It's just tough, dude. Like it's just fucking hard.
You're killing it though. Like from meeting you, you are probably one of the only people I have stayed close with and known and stayed in touch with in general. That's like we were talking about earlier. I don't have many friends from when I started. Like it's you, Break, and Adam. Like really, that's it. And the support, the hate I got and from the support to now is crazy, like, and it's like, yes, I've gotten so many dads reaching out to me saying like, I love what you do. And I'm so happy because like, I worry about my daughter playing this game every day and what she's going through, and seeing you just tackling this and putting light to it, like getting messages from dads. I'm like, this is why I do it, like this is the sole reason why I want to make a difference. Like I don't want to just be a content creator and an entertainer at the end of the day. I want to be able to uplift other people and make gaming a safe space for women as well, because we get treated like shit, even kids.
Oh yeah. Like, and even just like I'm a dude, and like I remember having so many breakdown moments just because people can say whatever they want to you online, and they're safe and they don't view you as real. It's like you're like almost an experiment. Like you're not real to someone, and so they can just say fucking horrendous things. And I think that's another thing is like, you're not some fake bullshit woman. Like you are so dope in how you handle yourself. Like you are
I'm real.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like when
like if I have a problem with you, I will tell you. Like if I don't like someone, I will make it very clear. And I've always been that way. I think that's the Norwegian in me, because my mom is the same. And that's one of the reasons why like a lot of things can get emotional, because if I have a problem with you, I will tell you straight up, and it causes a lot of drama. And same with Adam. Like Adam's had definitely a field day being together with me, because
it's hard to watch your person get the shit kicked out of him online. Like Adam's such a good dude, man.
Dude, I love him. He's fantastic. Like I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for him. Like we've had our ups and downs, but
Sure. It's a
like
relationship.
yeah, we've had our ups and downs. I will tell you that. We've been on the verge of breakup several times.
Yeah.
But we've never broken up because he's like, "All right, Steph, take a second." I'm like, okay.
Okay, all right.
You know, like and I think I'm in the best place mentally and then I have been in a while. Like I've been
I
at
love
breaking
that so
points
much,
too.
man.
Like the last year, not this year has been fantastic, but last year was horrendous. Like I don't tell people this.
Yeah, last year was
Horrible. Like me and Adam, we were fine, but I mean, we were still having arguments and figuring out our relationship. My content creation was dying, and everything I was wanting to do with my life was not working out.
Yep.
Like I was averaging barely like 30, which is still really good, but like from averaging like close to 200 to that
30.
yeah, it's draining, and I feel like people were just fake with me. I started playing with Nadia, and people would all of a sudden come back into the picture to try and play with me and support me, and I'm like,
that's where I got bitter.
it's like I had so much of that, and I wanted to quit so bad. Even then too, but I was like, no, like I told myself when MW2 comes out, I want to come back and do what I love, and I'm still there. I'm still not where I want to be at all, you know, like, so it's just like, yeah, I understand. Like, I mean, I haven't gone through emotionally what you've been through, so I can't compare on that, and
It's not
I
comparable.
know,
Like pain is pain.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I couldn't tell you, like we all handle it differently, and I mean you're killing it for not putting that online. Like I had no clue.
Yeah.
Like you seem exactly like you were last time we talked, you know? Like you're staying strong, which is good. And that shows who you are, and you can get through shit, and you will get through it.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah.
I think that's, I don't know if you got people like this. I think the weirdest reaction that I got when I was like talking their information, they were like, why wouldn't you come to me? I was like, because I don't do that when I'm in pain. I isolate.
Me too.
Like I just don't. It's not my natural to be like, hey guys, like, listen. Put my Venmo in my bio, be like, I'm having a really hard time.
Sorry, but I can't stand those people.
Yeah.
It's just like asking, like, I'm at my lowest of low, but it would be great if you guys, send me some money. I'm like,
I made a joke, dude. I made a joke about that while I was like the lowest point. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks after like being suicidal for a little bit, and I like when I was like, I can't fucking stand these streamers because they were like, anyway, so like everything's real bad. So there's like double sub goal coming up. If you guys could just, I was like, oh. Get a job
tomorrow because I'm going through a divorce.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Can you fund my house?
Yeah, I did. I've had watched people because somebody got mad that I was doing subathon. I made sure to space them out. Like I've had people who were like, careful, because you're treading that line of greedy. And I was like, okay, not gonna do them every month because people do that, which is weird to me. And then I was like, for a milestone, and it's like every year.
But you were doing uncapped. You were doing like a cool, like a good you kept going uncapped subathons. Like that takes effort. I'm sorry, but I'll never do that shit unless I have my own house and my own streaming room. Oh, Adam, we're about. I'm about to have my own streaming room.
Yeah, we gonna get nighttime, Steffi?
Are we gonna do sleeping streams, chat? No, but like the uncapped subathons are like mentally like, I'm like, how the fuck? Like I go 15 hours and I'm like, chat, I gotta go. Like I can't do this anymore. Like my social battery's gone. And
yeah.
See, but doing regular subathons like 8 hours or 12 hours like every week, like some streamers do, I'm like, relax.
That's just
like,
that shit. And then yeah. Well, also being friends with certain people, like because you mentioned when somebody came around, I saw you stream with Nadia, and I was like, that's fucking awesome. And then I saw like other people, which me and Smoochie talked about this, but we kind of talked about the subject about like people reaching out when like something's crazy or like someone that's going through like some really ups.
All of a sudden it's hey, oh my god, I miss you so much. Do you want to play? I'm like, we haven't talked in a year and a half.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. See, that's I feel like you're able to be like and bouncing back. Like it's I'm skipping this ad. Sorry. See, on YouTube you can skip ads. Anyway, sorry guys, you got an ad skipped on you. And on you did it very well to where I think you did that thing where you put them outside the circle. You didn't need to make it public, didn't need to be like, you can go fuck yourself. I did the wrong route, which was like, you can go fuck yourself, bro. You only come around. And then they're like, what are you talking about? I've been in for years. Like, yeah, it's
funny though, because it happened live on stream. I went, yo, what's up, chat? So how we doing today? Even my chat gets on me for this. Like, there's a certain games I will actually I will take my mic and I'll go like, you pussy ass bitch, like you're fucking dog shit. And I'm like, all right, so how we doing, chat?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right, next
You
game.
literally did that.
My chat's like, what the fuck? How do you just go from being that screaming to just like, yo, what's up,
How
guys?
you doing?
And then jamming to music again. They're like, I don't get how you do that. I'm like, it's because when I'm yelling at these guys, I do it for fun. To me, that's enjoyment when I get to go back at them for being dipshits.
Oh yeah.
They're like, how do you just go there to there? I'm like, that's me.
You women may be emotional, like you women, all women are emotional. Clip it and ship it, but you can handle emotions better. I'm emotional, and then I go up, and then boom, and so it's never like a little coast. It's just.
But I'm glad you're not keeping your emotions in, though. That's one stigma I fucking hate.
No, I would be suicidal. Like I would have actually done it. There's no way I could have done that. There's no.
Yeah,
way.
no, it's just that was the same with Adam. Like he grew up in. I mean, he's Mexican. He grew up in a Mexican household. It's very strict on how you deal with your emotions as a guy. Yeah. And Adam kept holding his emotions in, and it would piss me off. I'm like, can you just please cry in front of me? Tell me what's upsetting you. Literally, just tell me. I can tell you're. Yo.
Adam, cry for me.
Cry for me, daddy.
Sorry. Anyway, Adam crying.
No, but it's literally, I don't want him to cry. I just want him to open up to me, you know? Because it's such a stigma around guys they're not allowed to be emotional. They shouldn't cry. That makes them little bitches kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it makes them look weak. I'm like, no, I want you to be able to portray your emotions. And I feel like that. Me telling Adam that, I'm like, I hate the fact that you hold everything in and you won't tell me what's wrong. Yeah. And I feel like that's one thing that really helped our relationship too, is when he's upset about something, he will tell me straight up now. Yeah. If I'm doing something stupid and that annoys him, he'll tell me. Yeah. And before he wouldn't. He would just let me keep going and complaining and being a woman, you know? And now he's like, I don't like when you do this, but it's nothing big. It's not oh my God, I hate, no, it's not I would have to change my lifestyle. No. It's just the way I interact sometimes. I treat him, no, not treat him. I will heighten my emotions. I yell at guys on COD and he's like, you know? Yeah. I don't, that's the Norwegian in me. I will just say anything that's on my mind and I don't care who are hurt along the way.
See, but that's why Adam loves you, is because he doesn't have to play the guessing game of all right. I'm going to ask you what's going on 10 times, but I'm going to fuck up because I didn't ask you the 11th time what's going on.
No, I literally walk in the room. I'm like, Adam. He's like, oh no. I'm like, this. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, what is it? So it's I've never had an issue with portraying how I feel. And I mean, sometimes I can go a little too far and then I'll be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put it in that way.
That's key. I'm sorry. Hey, I fucked up. Yeah. I'm sorry. You guys want to learn how to not go through a divorce? Just own up for your shit. Own up for your shit and apologize.
I mean,
most of the time, that's it.
Yeah,
also,
but
don't cheat
still,
Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah. Anyways,
what?
I
Yeah,
Take a phone
get
call.
out of here. Oh shit.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, there's a reason, like I say this, everything happens for a reason. If you're not meant to work out, you're not meant to work out. And
Yeah.
me and Adam, we've talked about this all the time. Like, we've gone through our times where we just, like, we cannot stand each other.
Yeah.
And, like, if we really don't want to be with each other, then we don't want to. And then at the end of the day, we look at each other like, sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. And then we move on, you know? And that's when you know, like, this is meant to be. And if you cannot work it out at the end of the day or after a long, long time, then that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can look back at and be like, fuck, I should have done that better. Or, fuck, I should have done this better. Like, I want to tattoo this on myself.
Adam's name.
Yeah, definitely not. Hell no. Not in a million fucking years. Not if I'm laying by his bedside and we're dying together. I'm sorry. I love you, Adam.
It's what you want to do.
Everything happens for a reason. That is why I'm gonna get that tattooed on me ASAP. I've been saying this because it really fucking does. Like, I didn't sign with that esports team. Now that esports team has laid everyone off and is failing. And if I had signed with them, look where I would have probably not been where I am now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, okay, damn. And it's just like, yeah. Like, I say not to dwell on the past because that shit drains you.
Oh, yeah. It's exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
You,
like,
you can't change it. You can't do anything.
No, you can't.
Like,
exactly.
And even if you need, like, fucked up, you gotta forgive yourself and move on.
Even if you fucked up, you can't change it. You fucked up, you know? Like, and it's always like, yes, apologize, do what you can to move past it, but don't sit there and think, oh my God, I should have not said that and done this differently and done that. Like, I sit in the shower and then I look back at an argument and I think of a better comeback. I'm like, oh,
I do that all the time.
All the fucking time. I'm in the shower. I'm like, oh, if I said that, I would have ruined their life. Fuck. You know? Yeah. Like, it's like that mindset. I'm like, all right, that's what I tried to quit. That fucking mindset. Because that's like, that's why I'm very paranoid about what I do with my time. Like how I was at soccer. Yeah. Because I always, like, I don't want to dwell on anything and I don't want to regret anything. Yeah. And I try to change it, and that's what stresses me the fuck out. It's because I'm always like, oh, I could have done this more productive. Oh, I could have done this. I could have woken up earlier. And I'm like, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think I've been in the place where, like, I feel like I've offended enough people on accident. Never mean to, because I'm that type of guy that would ask a question and be like, you can't ask that. I was like, okay.
That Sorry. I hate. That's one thing that I'm like, if you're uncomfortable with answering the question, then just say that. Don't ask that question. I hate that.
Steffi, I'm like, people don't do that shit. They don't do that. They don't do what you do. Like, if you have an issue with someone, they're not going to reach out. They're going to just keep it because their friendship with that person or with you or someone else wasn't worth it. That's why I literally started my podcast earlier on. I was like, okay, what do you not want to talk about? Politics, religion. Gotcha. Anything else? And then I would go through and I would edit them. And that's why they're live now, because I was sick of fucking editing content and podcasts and being like, okay, well, I asked a question and you feel like you didn't give the right answer. So I'm just gonna fucking
take it out. Yeah.
Because I don't like gotcha moments. I'm not into that. I feel like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm an open book. I tell everyone that, like, my streams know some personal shit about me that I thought I'd never share. Like, I would be having drinks. I'm like, all right, go chat. Now it's your time. Like, you want to know who I am? Like, now is the fucking time. And they ask me some wild shit, and I will tell them. I mean, and there's limits to what I will tell them, and I won't. Of course, like, I mean, there's some secrets. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep them pondering, just so they can sit and question it all the time. And my chat hates it, but otherwise, I'm a completely open book. I make it very clear who I am and what I do and what I like and what I don't. Yeah. And so,
but that sets you up again. That sets you up for success, for people to be like backing you up because they're backing up who you actually are, not this idea of you that you've painted. To where if that picture gets ruined, you're fucked.
I've had people reach out saying, like, I don't appreciate this viewpoint of yours, and I've told them straight up, I'm sorry, but my viewpoint won't change. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand how you feel about it, but
that's huge.
Nothing of what you tell me will change how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna diss your opinion.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, and I agree with that's how I am. I'm kind of like, you want that viewpoint? That's you. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I will not hate you because you like a different president, for example, you know?
Right, because that's psychotic.
No, but yeah, exactly. Like, but some people do that, and that's the people I don't get along with.
Yep.
That's the Karens of the world.
Those are the ultimatums. Like, do you support this? Yeah. Well, dude, I recently had a guy who didn't talk to me because I played Harry Potter, but I'm pretty openly Christian, not like deadly deal Christian, but I'm openly Christian, and he would make jokes about Jesus all the time when we played together. He's like, Jesus was definitely fucking dudes. And I was like, okay, and like just like, okay, that's your opinion.
Like, whatever.
It doesn't bother me. Like, and then I played Hogwarts. I was like, he was like, I just don't know how you could fucking play this game. It's hateful. I was like, you literally made fun of one of my like core beliefs all the fucking time, dude. Like, if you can't take it, don't give it.
That's why I never ever joke with politics or religion. That's just one door I will not step into because I know it'll cause so many issues. I don't care what you believe in and who you believe in and what you don't believe in. I don't give a fuck as long as you're a cool person to talk to.
Decent. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm from Norway. We don't really practice religion as much as we do here in the US.
Oh yeah.
Like like at all.
That's their identity.
So when I moved here and I went to a dinner party and they're like, Steph, you want to do the prayer? A what? They're like, you want to do our prayer? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, you've never done a prayer? I'm like, no.
Do you know who God is? He's our white Jesus. He gives you lots of money if you go to the right church. Anyway, that's probably
like, I mean, we still go to church. Like Easter, we go to church. Christmas, we go to church. We just don't go every Sunday and practice it like we do here. We still believe in it. We still practice it in school, and but it's not brought into my everyday life and my beliefs. It doesn't affect anything that I do.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So it's just like. That's because Steph has zero clue what goes on in politics. Because I get my updates from my parents, and I get the most important updates, and that's all I need to know.
Yep. I tried being political. I started off liberal, then went right, and then I don't feel like I lost friends being liberal. I lost friends being conservative, and then I'm wherever I am. Like I'm picking and choosing. Dude, I think what hurt the most was I was watching my friends argue with each other. Good people say the most heinous things just because of a belief that would never come up in a normal conversation. They would love each other outside of this.
Like, I would love to hear your beliefs and sit down, but that wouldn't change my viewpoint of who I think you are.
Because I feel like
you keep your opinions and
I feel like if you're going into a conversation trying to change someone's viewpoint, you don't care about the conversation.
Exactly.
Like you don't care to know about that person.
You don't care you're not there to learn. You're just there to argue.
Yeah.
Like you're there to bring your viewpoint in, and that your viewpoint is the only.
Yeah.
It's your way or the highway kind of thing.
Yeah, and if that's okay, I don't have any friends. I just don't, and I don't want people who only believe what I believe. That's so fucking boring.
And then you're just sitting there agreeing on everything. Yeah. Me and Adam have arguments every day because I don't agree with everything he says. Yeah. And it makes it fun because I learn about his viewpoint. Yeah. And then he learns about me. And then, you know, like it makes it more interesting. It's just like if you're all agreeing on the same thing at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, cool. So, all right.
That's it.
What do we have to talk about, you know?
Absolutely. No, and I know that I don't know everything. I think I've had more conversations about the hate all men thing. Like that really pissed me off. I was like,
pisses me off so much. I had someone actually come into my Discord and do that as well. And immediately they were like, why is there guys in this Discord? I thought this was a safe space for women. I'm like, it is. It's a safe space.
Guys are going to be nice to you, and then women are going to be nice to you.
Yeah. And then they banned immediately.
But my thing was like, I did learn. Well, I've also I was also that guy that was like, okay, it's not horrible for women on Call of Duty. You're fine. It's just shit talk. And then I played with Smoochie and I was like, I can't do this. I'm done.
You should come join us.
I'm good.
Let me just show you.
I've seen it enough.
If I say good rounds, boys, I'm gonna rape you. Okay.
All right. Not if I rape you first. John, chill out. John, calm down, dude.
That would actually be funny though. On Kick, we could do that. On Twitch, no.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's play together on Kick. We got it.
But I understand why people have that mindset of hate all men, because if you're only shown shitty examples of men online, do you know of anything else?
Yeah, that's
that's
what I wanted to do, is jump into other games and try to get like wholesome men and try to post them.
You're also not playing the right game for that, bro. Like,
no.
I mean, play Destiny, I think. Play Destiny.
I love Destiny.
Play Minecraft. Minecraft has nice people, right?
I mean, I guess text, chat.
They have nice genders there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how we're gonna do voice males.
Don't play Apex. No, and I think you just do. Overall, you just do a great job. God, I fucking love talking. This is why I love, because I fucking hate. No offense, I think there's a place for it. Like news outlets, probably who interviewed you, were like, how long you been in content creation? What got you into that? What's whatever.
That was all their questions.
That's all they know how to do. And then I'm like, so what'd you cry about last week? Yeah. Like, ever been suicidal? How's that going?
That's the kind of talk I like though. Like we do our late night talks on Twitch. Yeah. Well, sorry, Kick. And I get drunk and we talk about like anything, like anything you've experienced that's horrible, or like sexual shit that you're into, and it just gets deep. And my chat's like, I love this. I'm like, me too. Like this is fun, you know?
I have a question for you. You can answer this, you can dodge it. Do you drink because it kind of helps you be more open and more relaxed with the questions?
No, more with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've kind of like I made it so I only drink weekends. Because I would rely on so I feel like being live makes me feel like I'm at a party.
Okay.
Because I have music, I'm chatting to a bunch of people, and I'm like vibing, playing Call of Duty. So I get that like, oh my God, I want to have a drink.
Yeah. Because
it makes me more like loose and like, but also like if I play Minecraft, I don't want to drink at all.
Yeah, because Minecraft sucks.
No, because it's
not a party.
It's not as stressful.
It is stressful. I don't know how to create anything.
See, I don't either, but I look up stuff. But it's just like, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if I think it's the fact that I feel like I'm at a party. I think it's that social, like, I feel like I'm socializing. And when I'm out at a party, I always want to have a drink. It's fun, you know? Yeah. I don't have a problem with drinking at all. Like, I can choose not to drink whenever I want to. Like,
I'm not trying to ask that.
Like, no, I know. But my chat's like, I've been asked this in the past, like, why do you drink so much? I'm like, it's not even that much. First off, I'm Norwegian too. Like, I started drinking when I was 13. Like, it's normal. 18, 20, 21. But I fucking hate Adam. Steph tells people to drink, then she goes, well, they're drinking. I need to drink though.
Yeah, just don't make eye contact with me. I can't support this shit, bro.
And so I don't know. It's like, I never, like when I get off stream, I never keep drinking. Unless like I'm playing after hours with people that are drinking as well. Yeah. But that is not true, Yara. You started drinking the other. Yo, this woman goes, oh my God, you're drinking? Shit. Let me grab my crush and start drinking as well. And it's like, you should drink too. I was like, no, I'm going to soccer tonight. But yeah, no, I just feel like it's that socialness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got called an alcoholic and then that fucked with me. So I just stopped drinking on stream.
I get called that all the time. Bro. And I'm like, I promise I'm not, because I never think of it otherwise. Yeah. You know, I feel like if you wake up in the morning and you have to have a drink, that's a problem.
That's a problem. Or if you can't go a certain amount of time without having a drink, like when people are like, then don't drink anymore. It's like, but I like it.
Yeah.
That's like saying
I
you have a
genuinely
tattoo addiction, then don't get tattoos. I like tattoos. I'm not just spending
exactly.
anything on like, yeah,
Like, it's not like I can choose to go like weeks. Well, I don't want to go weeks without it, but like I
I
genuinely,
can't go
after
weeks
a
without it.
long week,
Yeah.
I like to sit down and have a beer. Like, what's the problem? Or
Yeah.
have
Or
like
like
a
wake
shot.
up and drink. Or
Yeah,
like
every
when I'm real
morning.
sad, I drink.
Exactly.
You
Even
know?
before I go to sleep, I take shots.
Yeah.
I wake up, take shots. Middle of the night, take shots. I don't see how that's a problem.
It's not. Clip it, Jen.
No,
Please clip it.
not at all.
This is an intervention. This isn't even a real podcast. We're not.
You
even
think
live
I'm
right now.
sober right now?
No, no, yeah, because you've been drinking Juvie. Code Steph, 10% off.
But like, that's the thing. Like, somebody did call me an alcoholic, and it's still like I think about it,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, I get called it all the time, and I'm like,
It's that
yeah, but like, it's just that like I don't want someone to think I am. Like, no, I genuinely just enjoy
Yeah.
having a drink. Like,
Yep.
I do it when I'm happy, not when I'm sad. I don't, because then it can really make me sad.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 'Cause when I'm happy, I stay happy. If I'm sad, I can't get out of it.
No, it makes you even more sad. So,
I'm
but
so
then
happy.
sometimes I'm like, fuck this game. I need a drink. And chat's like, go get one. I'm like, okay.
All right. Thanks.
So that's probably an issue, but
Yeah. Your chat's super enabling. No, I think that's where I like late night chats. I would love to just drink and talk.
Mhm.
Like that's where it'd be fun because I think some people have like I'm open 24/7. I don't think some, and I'm not saying you, but I think some people can't access that without thinking of like how they'll be perceived. So when they do drink, they're able to unlock it a bit.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna ask you no matter what. So
Yeah.
you get comfortable.
Yeah, so I prefer having conversations like this when I'm sober, or like fully sober, or like a little tipsy.
Yeah.
If I get past that tipsy, I start saying shit that I don't get my words across properly.
Yeah, like
And I
football
sound
is
fucking
gay,
stupid.
you know? Soccer
Exactly.
is not gay.
So that's why, like, I don't mind being like having a drink and sipping on it, but I like to get my points across when I'm in the right mindset. Or else I'm like, wait, how do you say that? Wait, you know, like I
Yeah.
don't get more open. I just get stupid.
I feel that.
Yeah, but I mean, I do get way more open. Like if I'm really drunk, then I'll just say anything, and then I'll look back on the stream and be like, fuck.
Damn it.
I mean, at least I can't get canceled, but damn, I didn't want to share that right now.
Yeah.
You know? So
Oh, man.
that's the difference. Like I say everything that when I'm sober, I say the same thing when I'm drunk. So
Yeah.
it's just like it comes out a lot of the time when I'm drunk. I'm just like, here, have it all.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think we talked about everything. I mean, I always, and if you have time, I always open up the end for people that like ask questions. If you're open to that, obviously, like,
Yeah.
There's no bullshit
Hey,
questions.
yeah, can I run to the restroom?
Tara, actually, we can both do a bathroom break right now.
Yes. Yes, because I like this Juvie is code staff drinkjuvie.com is
Code John, give me sponsorship. Okay, bye, chat. I gotta get there quick. I have a smaller bladder than she does. Anyways, guys, make sure you go to the. Oh, there she is. She can't hear us. Anyway,
Okay.
make sure you guys go to the question area. I think we got a few questions. Usually, I'd only do this for members, but I feel like this has been such a fun conversation. So you guys feel free to ask questions. Go to the Q&A area above the chat and just ask them. Coach Puff said, "Who is your role model? Have you met your role model? If not, what is the one question you would ask them?"
This is gonna sound so cheesy, but my dad.
Okay.
He is definitely like, I don't really have like a celebrity role model. One that I find kind of cool but a little over the top is Drew Afuelo. She does kind of like the standing up for women within the social media space, but she takes it a little far sometimes.
Okay.
But I still absolutely love her. But it's definitely
shit! I know who that is.
yeah. Like she absolutely bashes these like fragile men, as you should call it. And I like, that's kind of where I like got the inspiration from. Like, damn, but sometimes she's a little over the top, because I don't like to go personal on anyone. Like, I don't like to look up profile pictures and see that they're fat and then start body shaming them. Like, I'm not gonna stoop to their level, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I absolutely love what she's doing. But I definitely, my dad, like, he is the reason I have this drive and have this mindset. And like, to this day, he still tries to back me up as much as possible. Like, yeah, no. So my role model is definitely 100% my dad, and I think it always will be. Yeah.
Love that. Does Steph think that she will always do this type of fragile men content on COD, or does she have plans to do something else in the future?
We kind of discussed this earlier. So, I mean, my idea is to go outside of the gaming space and kind of stand up and make not a movement per se, but like make a difference for women within this world, especially within gaming.
Yeah.
And Fragile Men is kind of like my go-to right now until I can find more ideas to promote it. So, like how I've done the sandwich streams and the workout streams, that's like something different, you know? So obviously it would be to make it a bigger part than just what I'm doing right now. That would be the idea.
Yeah. Okay. How do we feel about Star Wars franchise? Any nostalgia there? Oh my God. Yes. Say no. Say it. Say it's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. I like Star Wars, but I don't have any nostalgia with it. I've seen it all. I've watched it all. My dad's obsessed with all of that. But not much on Star Wars. I'm just not much on anything, really.
Yeah, because
like I don't have any like very tied connections with much.
What about Lord of the Rings?
I've seen it all. Love Lord of the Rings. I've read all the Hobbit books, and I started reading the books, and so.
That's what I'm talking about.
I used to be a reader growing up.
So did I, and then my IQ dropped, and it's been going down ever since. So. And
then my time is never there. Yeah. I can never sit down. Actually, now TikTok has taken over my life.
That's not a good addiction. Yeah, I get so offended when it's like, you should probably take a break. I was like, you should shut the fuck up, okay? Why don't you mind your own business?
Guy, stop! You need to take that guy that pops up. Oh my God.
Have you? Or what do you feel about the TikTok ban? Like, do you think that will negatively impact you? Do you think it might be over, or what do you think?
I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's so many problems that we have to deal with in America right now, rather than a fucking application that apparently like steals that connects to your home Wi-Fi network, which they okay. And just watching the government argue with the CEO was absolutely astonishing, as to see who is running this country, and their IQ is just so not there. Like, they're so one mindset. It pissed me off, and low key kind of happy I'm not an American citizen at the end of the day.
You're not? You don't have a dual citizenship?
Nope, I'm on a green card.
Really?
So I can go back anytime soon, and yeah.
Do you miss Norway?
I do. I have my entire family there, like everyone. So I haven't seen them in 3 years because of COVID.
Shit.
Yeah, so that really sucks. And I just feel like the lifestyle and living style there is way better. And they have fiber in every single neighborhood. So,
Norway?
yeah. Norway is more technologically advanced than any country in the world.
What?
We're the third wealthiest country in the world.
Why did I feel like it was like a third world country?
No, we're more advanced than the US right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything's more advanced than the US.
Yeah. Like we're probably one of the best place. We are the best place in the world you can live. Raising a family.
Why are you here, dude?
My dad's job. And it's just like tough to just move away from my parents because I love them.
Yeah.
And my mom wants to move back really badly.
So they live in America.
Yeah, they live in Houston. They're 3 hours from here. So I have my parents and that's it. Yeah.
Man.
If my parents were in Norway, I'd be in Norway, no doubt.
Would you ever move back, like officially? Would you like? Do you want?
I would like to raise a family, I think, and I would want whoever I'm with to be financially stable before they were to quit their job and move. Because I don't want to like take Adam's, like for example, like Adam has his parents here, so it would be tough for me to just be like, all right, let's move across the world, you know?
Is that a hint at something in the future?
Probably not. I don't know. Norway's expensive.
I'm not talking about Norway.
Oh, kids, marriage.
I'm talking about marriage. There's a finger
See,
right
I am.
We can dodge the situation.
I'm not. I've talked to Adam about this actually. We've had this discussion. I am not open to marriage anytime soon. That shit scares me because I know, like, I mean, unless I did a prenup.
Man, you can piss a lot of people off with that.
But that's where you do like a certain, you take certain percentage, right?
I have no idea. I know a prenup.
That's what a prenup is, right?
Yeah, I think prenup is like you don't get anything of mine unless I'm wrong. I'm
yeah,
down to being wrong.
basically like if we get divorced, Adam keeps his shit, I keep mine.
Yeah.
And then we take whatever we had 50-50 on, we do 50-50. So, I mean,
is that prenup?
Isn't that prenup?
I want a prenup.
Yeah. Prenup is a contract, yeah. You do a contract within your marriage so you don't have to do like the 50-50 split of everything you own.
Yeah.
So then like if I were to make $1 million, he gets 500K. And he made what, 10K that year kind of thing? Like I think that's so stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
If someone's gonna cancel me off that, go ahead, because I will argue you till the day you fucking die.
No one's gonna cancel you. I don't think I knew what a prenup was. No. Okay. So. Okay. Now I got more questions. Okay. How much time you got? You gotta go.
Nope.
You good on time? Are you are your parents together, or were they remarried? Stayed together?
They're together. Yeah, they're married.
How do you feel about divorce? Like what? Like is that like keeps you from going into that place for a bit?
For a bit. Like divorce scares me because it's just like so much you have to go through, and I feel like mentally it takes such a toll on you, especially if you have kids together. And so I want to make sure I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. So I want to go through that honeymoon stage. I want to go through the stage where you can't stand each other and where you physically or you're not attracted to each other anymore. So I feel like so me and Adam have been together 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like that comes around like 3-4 years in.
Yeah.
I was with my ex for 3 to 4 years and I lost interest like that. But then again, we had very separate interests.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't supportive of my content. He was
tough.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
And so so that's what really like made me lose that interest, and that's where Adam comes into play. Like he's so supportive of everything I do, and he gives me independence to do what I want, and he trusts me, and I do the same with him. Like you do what you want kind of thing. I mean, we do live in this space together, and it's a small space, but
isn't that wild that that's such a a rare thing? Be like, yeah, you do what you want to do, and I'll support you as long as you're not fucking other people or like doing whatever. Like and these are things I'm not gonna put up with, but.
Yeah, like as long as we're not cheating each other, I'm like even like through text wise, like I think when you're flirting with other people in messages, that's still cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah,
I think
and
that's
so I
is
like
that a
every
question to some people?
yeah, which is wild. So I do talk to a lot of guy content creators in DMs, but that's because of what I do. It's a
Yeah.
very content creators is a very male dominated space as well.
Yeah.
Like women are just starting to get into it, and but I keep everything like very friendly. Like I make it clear too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's where I think I'm very aware of that too. Like the way you talk
Yeah.
to women. Like I'm more emotionally how do I say that? Equipped to talk
Mhm.
about emotions. And I think that's where the line can get real weird for people. Like if I start being like, yeah, well, you're doing great. Like this is why I love you. Like this is why I love you as a role model. Like that.
Yeah,
That
that's but some people take that so weird. I'm like, no.
I think there's a way. Because I think I don't know. I think this is where it just
Depends how you word it though. If it's like
yeah.
I love you, it's like I love you. Those three words are very like meaningful words
Yeah.
and can come off very weird if you're sending it to other girls or others. Like
I would never send that in
No?
the text form.
yeah, that's what I'm
There's
saying.
a lot of context around like what I said. Like I love you for like the role model that you set for my kids. Like my daughters can grow up looking at you and like it love you as like a
That's
respect.
a whole
Like
different thing.
yeah,
But if you're like, I love you and like you're awesome and just like where we have no like connections, like how we are talking now, that's weird.
yeah.
Like,
and I think
you know,
I think some people play along that line, and but that's also where yeah that's where it gets. I think that's why I mostly collaborate with dudes, like because I think. Because there's
yeah, but like you can tell people's intentions. Like I know you mean like friendly and business wise.
yeah some people
If you
can't
get
tell
me.
my intentions though,
But-
which is fucking crazy.
like if I'm meeting a brand, I've had some weird dudes in my DMs. Like, oh, so you want to play like winky face or like smiley face? So I'm like, by the way, I don't know if you know, but there's like a setup with a dude sitting behind me right now.
That's not my bouncer. That's my boyfriend.
I'm like, I don't know if you know. And they're like, oh, but like, we can
But, like,
still
you're
play
messaging.
together. I'm like, if you're being weird off the bat, like, I have no, and I'm looking to collab with you and have fun with you and make content, not to be any kind of weirdness. here.
You're too old to be doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part of it where it's like, no. Like,
If it comes naturally and you're single and you play with them and
Sure.
it ends up being, that's fair.
if you're single,
like-
do whatever the fuck you want. If you're with someone,
Yeah.
I think that again, that's all. I watched one of my friends who is a polygamist, and I'm watching his life right now, and I'm like, that is stressful as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you fuck so many other people and then like talk. I don't know. I can't do that. I'm very
Well, I know someone that does that.
yeah. Call them out right now.
No, I can't.
say the name.
They get all right, got you. So their name it. No, just kidding. They definitely get a lot of connections that way. So
I turn into the bitch. I'm like, you're gonna call me, right? They're like, no.
fuck.
All right, cool. I'm just
I
talking about it
haven't
on stream.
I haven't been single in like 6 or 7 years now, and I've only been 2 guys. So it's like weird to me.
Do you miss it at times?
No, because I was a hoe.
What,
What?
Steffi? You are a soccer player. God, it's like you all play from the same fucking playbook.
I definitely had my fun college experience.
Oh shit! But you had the safe, fun college experience, right? Not like the fucked up
Yeah,
one.
safe.
Okay. Because there's
Like,
some
I
girls who
was-
had the college experience and
Like I wasn't a hoe. Like I wasn't bad, but like I never committed to any guys. I would like hook up with them and then never talk to them again.
oh, you're a fuck boy, dude.
I was so busy. I played soccer and I did school. Like
You're such a guy. You have a penis.
and I never found any interest with them because they were all just like they were the same. They were partying, they were living the life, and so we would hook up, and then I'd be like, "All right, deuces, peace out."
You'd get up in the morning. They were like, "You're leaving?" Yeah, I mean, you can
I
make
would
yourself
stay.
some breakfast. Yeah.
I would
my-
leave that night usually. Fuck
Oh
staying
my
in their bed.
God, dude.
Yo, waking up to all their roommates, and then they're gonna be like, "Ooh," like when you walk out. Oh, I hated that.
I
Even if like nothing went down, it was just like something small, you know, and you'd still come out and they'd be like, oh, because they all had roommates.
Because it was something small.
Like just a makeout sesh, you know?
Just a casual makeout sesh.
It didn't always.
I swear, dude. So you said Adam grew up in a home where like the emotional conversation wasn't there. My family was the very opposite. All emotions, all the time. Oh. So the moment I cross over into an emotional relationship with a girl, we're getting married. It's gonna happen. She's the one. Yeah. That's where we're opposite, because you're like, no, it's not great. Because then like I get broken up with her, I was like, she was the one. How old are you, John? 14. Like, dude, it was rough, man. But I think maybe that's why you succeed on COD so well. You are a fuck boy.
I don't get.
You bend these dudes over and you give it to them.
I do say that a lot, that I will do it to them. I say my dick is bigger than theirs, and then I say I'm gonna put it in you a lot, and they're like, whoa, what?
Can't do that to me. Watch me.
No, but it's just like Adam grew up in a non-emotional household, and so did I. Like the only emotion that was portrayed was anger in my household. My mom would like that's the only time. Like my parents would never say I love you. Like that was kind of weird. My dad does it now more, but it was never like very emotional. Like it was more just if we were mad at each other, that's the emotion that would be portrayed. So like, yeah, I grew up kind of cold in that way, in that sense. Like I've learned a lot recently. Like I think if it wasn't for content creation, like I wouldn't be how I am right now.
Do you think that you've gotten softer with content creation?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Oh yeah, like the amount I care for people than what I used to in the past.
Oh, bro, we flip-flop.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Like I just feel I have just been. Oh, people have just been coming to me with so much experience or so much that's happened in their life that I didn't even like. I've had a lot of shit gone down when I was younger. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's just like it's just a very sensitive subject. I grew up with it, and it made me very stone cold towards relationships and guys. If that says anything. Yep. You can take an idea. And so that's why I never committed to guys, and I never dated guys, and I would never get any emotion towards anyone. Yeah. And I would get very cold easily. Like if you fuck me over, I will move on like that. Yep. And it was an issue.
Man. Are you the type of person like you have all my trust until you break it, and then it's I can't rebuild it? I don't know. Like rebuilding trust is
it's a big issue for me. Like it took me a lot. Like, I mean, I've been in relationships where, I mean, I've technically only been in two in my whole life, 2 or 3. And I had one time where they fucked my trust over, and it took me months. It took me months to trust them again.
Is that bad though?
But like it's still to this day, it's always in the back of my mind.
I don't know how for that not to be there, unless they like have shown options. But trust takes time. Trust.
Yeah, but then
we're rebuilding it does.
Yeah, but then there's circumstances where like we've had a relationship for so many years, and even a friendship, and I will drop you like that. The only reason I give chances to actual relationships, like boyfriend kind of relationships, is because like this is a lot more personal than a best friend kind of thing. Yeah. So with best friends, I can drop like that, and I have. They fucked me over in the past, and they tried to come back to me further on, and I had nothing to do with it. I was like, I'm good.
I think
it makes it tough.
It does make it tough, but I'm also in the same boat. Like I get that. Like that's where I'm like, I mean, don't fuck me over.
Yeah.
Like, or don't think that you can. Like if someone comes and is like, I'm really sorry, I really fucked up. We can start, but you're back at the bottom. You're very bottom. We're not.
For me, I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Like you can find new friends. Yep. And that's the problem. Because it's put people. Yeah, but it's put people to the point where like, well, I have nobody, and you're like the only person that I had and trusted, and they'll start with the whole pity party that they're gonna, and.
It's not your problem. As someone who,
And I've been like, here's people you can reach out to, and here's someone you can call, kind of thing. But I can't deal, like, you fucked me over too much. Like, I'm sorry. And I feel like it's tough. Like, it puts me in such a tough situation, you know?
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm cold-hearted, because I'm like, dude, I've heard so many people lie about that shit, and that's what made me a little bit colder, was that people would lie about that shit. I don't know. I think we talked about what blew me up was I went on TikTok and was like, talked to a guy who's going through a divorce, and I had like 10 viewers at the time. And I like stopped my entire stream, talked to him directly. I was like, if you ever need anyone, reach out.
Yeah, I remember that video. I do remember that video. Yeah.
And then over time, I got like 3 suicide notes in my chat. And that, I took that very literally. At that point, like, I was still new to the internet community, so I didn't think anyone would lie about that shit. People lie.
Yeah.
People lie about that all the time. And so where I got cold, and when people will be like, well, I don't like that statement. Well, I don't have anyone. Quit fucking people over and you'll have people. Sorry. Yeah. I think there are natural consequences to doing this, and I'm going through enough already in my life, and I'm like to the point where it's like you probably are the same with you. Like, you have Adam, you have content creation, you have your family. There's a lot that goes on to where it's like, you're supposed to be my friend. I'm not supposed to be carrying you 24/7. At some point, I got to break down and lean on someone.
Exactly.
Like, and that, to some people that's selfish, but it's like, Jesus, bro. Like, I had people reaching out to me and I don't hold anyone badly who didn't check up on me. I don't check up on people naturally. I just don't.
No.
I'm not
like that.
Yeah, I don't mean to. It's not because I hate you, but when I'm going through shit, I want to be alone. Sometimes it's bad, but like, I want to be alone and figure that shit out. So when you have that where you're like, man, you did this one thing, man, that you know me well enough. I've talked to you well enough about it. And it's like, hey, please don't do this. I was like the Michael Scott thing. I asked you not to cheat on me, and you did. Like, literally.
Like, it's like that. No, for me, cheating, if someone cheats on me, and that's something like that astonishes me. Even if a guy puts a hand on me, like I'm. Like, any of that, like, I'm out. I mean, fair, like, I completely, like, I, like, have no words, and I don't know what to say to the women that go through this, and they go back. Like, I understand why they're going back. Like, it's that, like, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying I'm thankful that my mindset is, if Adam were to ever lay a hand on me, he would never, by the way, he would fucking never, or, yeah. Well, I mean, he would never cheat on me, but like, if he ever did, I'd be gone in a heartbeat. Yeah. No questions asked. Like, no matter how in love I am with him, I just couldn't. Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's like, I guess that's like one thing I learned growing up with my parents, which is great. Yeah. Like, standing up for myself. Yeah, I think you do that very well. You do that Ace of Spades type shit. Like, that's what I love, because it's like, you say what you mean. Nobody has to question, well, does Steph like this? Ask her. And she's not. I think if people were like I think I asked you in your chat, and I think because I felt a little scummy about it after, I was like, man, I should have fucking DM'd her instead of like asking her while she's live. And even if your reaction was like, yeah, you can ask me privately, that would have been a very deserved response. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can ask me while I'm not live. I've had someone do that. Like, a brand come into my chat, say, hey, we're working with this and this and this. I was like, hey, can you take this up in DMs, please? This is kind of weird. Yeah. Yep. And it was a big brand. I said that straight up. I was like, please take this in DMs. Like, yeah, please be professional. Yeah. Don't come into my place of work and expect me to do this. Yeah. Yeah, in front of everybody and be like, yeah, let's do it. You know, it's that pressure. Get that easy yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't judge you or hold you to What did you ask me? Was it the podcast thing? Yeah. Oh. I think I forgot to schedule with you, and then I checked again, and then the second time I was like, I need to leave her the fuck alone while she's streaming. Like, I need to DM. No, honestly, trust me. Like, knowing me, if I didn't want to do it, I'd be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm too busy. Hey, I would say that. I don't like it. Yeah. No, I fucking can't. Hey, John, why don't you go cry in a corner? I love how your audience, like, if they're coming in to see this, they're like, man, John's this really sweet, quiet dad. It's like, no. No, I'm not. I remember you came in and I was talking about you. I was like, you guys think I have energy? Do you remember this? I don't know if you remember this. Yeah. I was like, you think I have energy? You have constant energy. Like, it's, you have like,
And I think we played together, and it was with Break, another British dude, and I was like making fun of British shit talk, and I was like going balls deep and like just making fun of how they talk. I think that was the first time we played together, and you were like,
Probably.
"This guy's loud as shit," and I was like, "Oh yeah." Oh, that was another thing that.
And then everything that happened, you would do your scream. You have a scream that just sits in the back of my head that I know. I know it's John C. Stout.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah.
And I figured out how my mic can pick it up as is instead of it being like a cut off
like
thing.
a peak, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. They want to hear it.
Guys, I'm not screaming without the S on camera. Okay, I'm not doing that.
I feel like everybody knows my voice very distinctly now.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you get into Call of Duty and you hear, "Hey, Gigi's voice."
Because it's never just that. It's always like a giggle, like, "Ha, GG's boys." Like, it's always like fucking humiliating because I'm like, great. Like, had a fucking great time getting rammed by some like 5'4". Wait, I'll tell you.
5'5".
5'5".
So
I was close. Yeah, no, I fucking hate that. That's probably where the toxicity comes from these guys because, like, good game.
Good game, guys.
I hate that. I'm like,
that's why one of my editors stopped working with me because I instigate too much. I'm like, bro, just because I say, "Ha, Gigi's voice."
Yeah, you're too happy.
Like, you instigate too much. I'm like, well, I mean, like, I'm not instigating anything bad. I'm just saying, hey, what's up, boys? How you guys doing today?
I think the only time I ever got caught off by a girl, and this was while I was playing Call of Duty, and she like called me the F slur, like not fuck, but like the other one. It's like, "You're an F." I was like, "What?" And then it was like gone. I was like, "Did a girl call me that?"
It's crazy to hear girls going off on you.
It doesn't happen a lot though.
No.
They're like, how big's that dick? Small? I was like, how do you know, bro?
But I mean, like, if the gaming space was taken over more by women, I bet we would run into a lot of shitty ass women too. Like, I'm not gonna say yeah, no, but I mean like shitty, like fragile men shitty. Like, I bet you.
Well, that's like the pick me, right? I feel like I would put them in the same place of like.
Yeah, exactly. Fragile men.
Yeah.
That's the definition. Fragile men, pick me.
Yeah.
I started a whole trend. So now we got fragile men. And we
now
got
everyone hates you. Good job.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. I'm surprised I have not gotten death threats recently.
You did a very good job to turn it. Like when you did the fucking make a sandwich challenge, that shit was that's when I was like, oh, Steph is up. Like, just because like you took that idea, you're like, fine. And then you took that idea, you're like, fine. And then you took this idea and it was like growing. And then you were like, when someone was like, every time someone calls me a fat bitch, I work out. And you're like, I just did a workout.
Like, call me fat again. I'm like, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. The thing is, I'm going to do more shit like that.
Oh,
that's my plan. Yeah. Like right now, I wanna do something absurd. Like if somebody tells me to go work out or do cardio, I go fucking run a mile on stream. You know, like obviously it's a little much, but
that's a lot. God, I'm such a lazy streamer. I just like this.
But you know what I mean? Like I want to do something crazy where it's like, what the actual fuck when people react to it. Yeah. Like that's kind of what I want. So I don't know. There's a lot of ideas I have in mind that I have to come up with. So stream on, yes, that's what I was thinking. Literally go stream on a fucking track. And like every time I get told to work out during the COD lobby, I go actually sprint like a lap and then try to make it back. And I end up throwing up on stream and getting banned. I'm on kick. We're good.
Yeah, you're safe. They're not gonna. I will say the kick staff has been like coming into stream. Like I had one guy chill in my stream. I thought I was in trouble because he put the eyes emoji. I was like, shit, I didn't do anything.
Should I be worried?
I know. And he was like, no, I'm just taking a break. Just wanted to come hang out. I was like, oh, cool. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? I'm sorry, but like they were very communicative. The only Twitch staff I ever had was when I first blew up on TikTok and I had like 150 viewers, 200. And then Twitch staff came, and then the moment that went down, they left. Like they never came back.
One comes in every day now on my Twitch. Recently.
Do you still
every day?
Do you still stream on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I start Twitch and then I move everyone over to Kick.
Ah, that's genius.
That way, like, if you haven't watched me in a bit and you don't know where I am, you know where I am, kind of thing. And so I had like live streaming on Kick in 2 hours, and the Twitch staff comes in. Here's 100 biddies. I'm gonna be lurking. I'm going to a wedding. I'm like, get rid of the Kick.
Yeah.
Quickly got rid of the Kick pin comment. Oh,
dude, I don't know. I just don't like even doing these little podcasts. I'm happy to do them on YouTube because I don't have to edit shit, and then also like everything that I make from ads or everything, that's a good chunk of money. Making ads on Twitch is non-existent, nor do I want any of my money going to.
I've been averaging 160 with like 2.5K subs on Twitch, right? Really high up there for the last like 4 months.
Damn.
Incredible. Guess how much they offered me for 3 minutes, an hour of ads?
$50.
25.
No.
And stream 180 hours.
No. Wait, whoa. $25 for 180 hours?
Or 100 hours it was. I have it right here. Let me look it up. I was like, I literally added Twitch on Twitter. I was like, is this a joke?
No, like, that's a super special offer.
Like this is actually, let me pull this up. I literally have it right here. And I was like, this must be an actual joke. Like, oh, it's $32? No, $35 for 128 hours.
Oh shit, that's a good deal.
Oh my god. I can maybe buy two dinners of McDonald's for me and Adam.
I think that I started noticing that when Ludwig opened up about his Twitch switch. Like when he moved and he was like, they didn't fight for me. And I brought so much fucking money to them. And I was like, because they don't care.
Yeah.
That or they can't. That or their hands are just tied because of the way their business model was done. Like, but at the same time, no platform is for you. No platform is for you. Yeah. None. There's some that might treat you a little bit better with some contracts, but they don't care about you. They want what you can provide. And if that means a little bit of sub money and ad revenue, that's great. But I don't think Kick is for me. I think Kick is a great platform right now for me, but it's not doing anything for me. And that's
I'm scared. That's why. Like, I feel like my chat interaction has dropped a lot since I switched to Kick.
Your chat interaction?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I get a lot of lurkers. A lot of lurkers. Makes me uncomfy. So
me
like,
too.
hey guys.
I'm like 156 people, and there's like.
I think
there's like maybe 10 of you chatting.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of spectators too, like just checking out channels to see what it's like and see, because a lot of creators, and a lot more than I thought, dude, like a lot more people have just been like, fuck it, like I'm not making any money on Twitch.
I mean, the thing is, like, I was making decent money there, but even like them taking 50%, like I could be actually like, I could pay off my possibly have paid off my car if I was on Kick this whole time, and my student loans.
We said you got 2.5K subs, right?
Yeah.
That's
in 2 months. Yeah, that's a good amount. But think about how much that would have been on Kick.
And I think that's how creators should be looking at things. Like,
yeah, like I cannot go full time even with that amount of subs because I cannot guarantee that every month.
I think it gets weird when the creators are like, so it's for the money. It's like, yeah, dipshit, I wanted to go full time. Full time means money. But it also costs you less money to make me full time.
Exactly. Like literally, I'm sitting at 600 subs right now on Kick, and I could be done for the month.
Yeah.
I could literally be like, all right, peace out, guys. I'll see you in May.
Yeah.
Like.
But that's wild. But then you get the freedom.
I get the freedom to just stream for fun and just be there and hang with my community and not do like sub incentive things.
Yep.
I mean, I still do it. Like if they send me a lot of subs, I'm like, shop, baby, you know? But that's just to celebrate. But like now I like, I mean, it's great. Like I would be able to still can't go full time right now, but like it's just knowing that having this amount of subs could be full time.
Yeah. And especially with, oh dude. And I'm just hopeful because I want, like, dude, when my friends dropped off streaming, they're like, I couldn't do it. Couldn't make the money. Couldn't make it happen. I was like, that sucks. Like I watched a lot of my friends give up. Not give up badly, but they just couldn't, they didn't want to stick it out anymore. They were like, some of them were dads, some of them were moms were like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I got to go take care of my kids.
And then also the taxes take 15% too of the self-employment. So I like had to make sure. I think last year I paid 4.5K. in taxes. And I didn't have money left over in my bank account.
Yeah. No, it's I
remember I looked at Adam like he's like, "Don't worry, you can just pay for food. I'll pay for your rent here at the house."
Adam, pay for my rent.
Adam.
Pay for my rent, Adam. I'll let you hit it anytime you want. Yeah,
no,
dude,
I paid $5K. Nay.
Yeah,
close to $5K.
I just think that talk of, and by the way, Chad, I've skipped every fucking ad because I don't want you to miss this conversation. I've never done that on a fucking podcast. I think the conversation's weird, and I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get flack for it. Usually, the people who are like Twitch loyalty don't average above 30. When I saw Crusader talking about, she was like, I've been looking at Kick. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, like.
To be weird, but I feel like the bigger creators, they have so many embedded viewers because they are so famous.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their Twitch links are like embedded into websites and articles and a bunch of random shit. So if they were to move over to Kick, their true viewership would show. So a lot of them are not gonna move. Like those averaging $2,000 to $3,000 viewers, they probably only average like 200 to 600 maybe.
What are their names? Hold on, chat. We'll mute it for a second. What was their names?
Wait, do you actually have me muted?
No, don't do it. This is not a gotcha moment, man. I'm not doing that shit.
No, I wasn't. I mean, it's just like with any bigger creator, like that's just a fact behind how Twitch works and how being live works. Like, like if you are that big creator that's had many YouTubes made about you and articles written about you and people sharing your links here and there, and there's a lot of embedded and lurked viewers that you can't account for. And if you move to a new platform, that's going to be a fresh start and it's going to be tough. Yeah. Unless you're like a streamer that averages like 10K plus, you know?
I mean, if you're like Shroud, your audience will travel wherever you go.
Exactly. Like they know you. And I mean, their viewership would probably be a lot less because they found them on Twitch and that's where they watch people, you know?
I think at that point, when you're that famous,
you're chilling.
Yeah, you've already got enough. I hate the statement. They've got enough money. No, you can make as much money as you want. Fuck that. But if they're there for the viewership, that's where all their viewers are gonna find them and do that. And that's at that point, you're like, yeah, I want to be where you want me. At that point, like.
I think the people averaging between 100 to 900 are actual true viewership. The ones it goes up in the thousands and you've been stuck at the thousands for years on end and you're always in that same 1,000 number, always, you never fluctuate. That's when it'll show true numbers. And I've seen it. I've seen it already happen. They streamed on Kick and the viewership difference was immense. Went back to Twitch and they're back up to the high number. So it's like, it sucks.
I will say there are some viewers that are really fucking weird and they're like, another hot take. I'll show you what it's like for me moving platforms with my favorite content creators. So there's YouTube right there. That's me moving. So I'm going to show you Twitch. So there's Twitch on there. That's me moving.
True.
It ain't that deep, dude.
It's it's really not.
But I also don't know the environment. Like I've just been streaming like 4 years, and then that's when I got into it. I'm not like one of those people who I just don't think it's that deep. I think if you want to see the content, if you really want to watch it, if you really want to support, you will follow that creator wherever they go.
Of course, and that's the chatters. The chatters will always follow.
The chatters.
And of course the lurk. Yeah, the chatters are all you're always safe with the people that chat. Lurkers, on the other hand, is tough.
Yeah.
But usually they'll move too. I know I have a lot of lurkers because I'll do like my raffles.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they'll do exclamation mark join. I'm like, oh, hey,
now you want to talk.
Like, who are you? They're like, they do watch time, been watching me for a month.
Yep.
I'm like,
who
the fuck? So it's just like, I do have a lot of lurkers because a lot of them are moms and dads. Like with a whole ass families that watch me. And they'll be like, yeah, sorry, I just lurk and watch while I'm taking care of my kids, or like
That's dope
doing
as
this
shit.
and this, or cleaning the house. And I'm like, oh, okay. By the way, here's 50 subs. I'm like, cool, thanks. Like they do that.
Bye.
Yeah. Literally, they'll come by, love your content, drop me like a hefty amount of subs, and then never chat again. And then a month later, do watch time, and they've been watching for the watch time is a whole month. I'm like, hey, hi, nice to see you again. Yeah, no, just lurk. Like it happens. It's like, thanks, mommy.
Are you looking at chat right now? The exclamation point join. Guys, no raffles. I don't make that much money. I will say there has been something that's been cool to see, like giveaways. Like if you reach a certain amount of money, they like the content creators who didn't have enough money to do giveaways are like doing these massive giveaways. Like even
That's what I want to do, but I feel like it comes off as like, if you donate me this much, I will give away this. You know, that's and I that's one of the things. But it's so good that they're able to do that with Kick.
Yeah, I did that for. I have that going, and I have it. It's gonna go on for every month.
It's so smart. Yeah, for every month.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you for doing that. But some just do it when they meet, like, just to hit a certain sub goal. Like, I mean, really high.
I mean, that'd be dope.
Like, really high.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I will say I struggled with how much money, because I think I was that creator that I didn't have to do incentives when I first started streaming. People were just like, here's like 200 subs. I was like, that's a lot of money, bud. That's a lot of money. And they're like, yeah, appreciate your TikTok. Okay, bye.
I mean, I have a couple of those in my streams right now, and I'm like, oh, you just sent me $100? Yo, what the fuck? Like, that's a lot of money. Like, thank you. Like, I literally don't know how to say thank you enough. And it's just like, to me, it's wild. Like, they just watch me play Call of Duty, and they're like, here, have my money.
Yeah.
I know it supports me, and it keeps me going and doing this. Yeah. Like, of course, I know that, but to me, it's still like, what?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
It's one of those things. I checked with one of my mods because I think he's more in touch with that. Like, I'm like, is this too much of, like, we're doing like a $2,000 giveaway or a $2,000 PC giveaway if we reach a certain amount of subs. And I was like, he goes, you need to be in check by that, because if you give that away, you still need to make a profit. Like, don't give away everything. He goes, like, that's real sweet that you want to do that, but like, and that's where I think with certain content creators, they're making enough money on Kick to where they're like, fuck yeah, let's do a giveaway. Fuck it, let's do all this shit. Like, I'm not stressed if we can reach this. And it's just, I think, I'm just more excited to see buds and people who are doing this full time to actually have financial relief. And like, if people are like, you're doing it for the money, it's like, yeah, well, I would like to actually make money, dipshit. Like, guess what? If your job stopped paying you, you'd fucking lose your shit too. Like,
if they offered you a promotion to do the same thing, why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like the pay cut that you got? Oh, you were making $15 an hour, but now you're making $10 an hour and you want to quit? What, are you in it for the money? Wow. I've never fucking understood that.
To find another job now? Like, what's wrong with you? You know, like, it's still, like, I see the Twitch dick riders, excuse me, on my Twitter timeline.
Yeah.
And I go check out their stream, and they have like maybe close to 1,000 subs, and I'm like, you know what? Like, you would actually be making a lot if you were on Kick. Yeah.
You could actually make the same amount of money for less subs, but what do I? You know,
I don't know about you.
Guys, by the way, we got into a call before this interview, and I was like, yeah, one thing that I would recommend is don't read chat. Dude, she can't help it. She can't.
It's my like.
She wants to.
Thankfully, they haven't varied my answers at all.
No.
Thankfully.
Oh yeah, we'll find out. Code Steph, 10% off.
Code Steph at drinkjuvie.com, 10% off.
But
did you know it has 127 milligrams of caffeine? Oh, and it's 0 sugar?
Did you know our friendship's about to end?
And it's 5 calories.
No, but I think this is why I want to do this. This is a good question. At what point on streaming will you think that I've made it? Like that phrase.
Me?
Yep.
think you've made it as a streamer if you don't have to rely on any platforms for posting content to get viewership in.
Mm.
So I don't think anyone's ever made it until you can average 2, 3, 4,000 without ever having to post content again, and your chat's active and actively subscribing and sending you money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people remember your name instead of having to see you and then they remember you.
I want people to be like, for example, you hear Shroud.
Yeah.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. You hear Tfue. You know exactly who I'm talking about. You hear Mr. Beast. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
People hear Steffi Evans. They're like, oh.
I know exactly who they're talking about.
She's the one that does the fragile men content.
She's the one that hurts my feelings all the time.
You literally hit the gwitty.
I can't even say that because I fuck it up all the time.
But you know what I mean? Like, that's when I feel like you've made it. I still think you have instances of making it. Like, but when you
pinnacle, like almost like a family name.
Yeah, like you're still making it, but you have chances of completely falling off and not having this support you for the rest of your life. You've made it once you're pretty much guaranteed this is your career. Yeah, that's I believe.
I got asked a weird question. Ask Steffi Evans if she has heard of the game Among Us. Oh, hit a nerve. Thanks a lot, chat.
I swear to God. Fucking Yara. She wants to play Among Us so bad. She's never played it. She's from Norway. I don't know why she hasn't played it. But yeah, so we're going to be playing Among Us this weekend, as promised, with Yara and drinks.
Yeah.
Do you like Among Us?
No.
Okay.
That game burned me the fuck out.
I was going to say, if you wanted to play Among Us with us and have drinks.
Listen, I'll do whatever you want. Also, okay, this is a me thing.
I'll just text it to you, and then you decide to join or not.
I love being invited to things, but I think I've streamed with too many people who don't like my personality to where I'm like, I don't think anyone likes me. I believe that you like me, but I did a stream and it was my buddy. He hosted it. He goes, I would love it if you came. I was like, sure. And so I streamed, and I've talked about this multiple times, but I literally had, I was loud. Like we were playing Halo Infinite when it first came out. We did custom games, and I just got excited. I was having a great time. We're all having a killer time. I thought people were having a great time. And somebody goes, who the fuck is the loudest funny guy? And I was like, what? And they're like, I get it. That's all you provide. That's all you can do for content. But please keep it down. I was like,
yeah, I think we would match really well.
I was like, damn.
Together, John, because the only thing I do is I'm loud.
Bro.
I'm loud, non-fucking stop. Adam hates me for it, but he loves me for it.
But I wasn't okay. But I wasn't like,
okay, no, now that's dirty. No!
Let's go. Clip that. But no, but dude, like, and I wasn't attacking people. I wasn't like, get fucking shit on. Like, I wasn't.
No, you're literally just excited.
I'm just excited and having a great time.
But I hate people that down on that. Like, if it looks like someone's having a great time, fucking leave them be.
Yep.
Let them have fun. Like, I get so excited when I hear, like, dads on Call of Duty, like, absolutely having like a blast, just laughing. Like, oh, did you see that snipe? I'm like, oh, they're having a good time. Because it's rare you see people have a good time on games now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, after that, like, even then, like, I like got a little bit quieter, but I was still loud. And he goes, John, when I killed you, you got real quiet. And I was like, are you the bitch that keeps like losing at this game? Like, that's when like it just cut off. I was like, if we don't want to have fun, then we don't have to have fun. But like, quit targeting me. Like, I get it. If you don't want to be on my team, leave. Like, I was invited. Like, that's where like and not everyone was like that, but it definitely like I was
just that one person that puts you off.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not coming after you, dude. Like, and after that, I was just like, because I don't want to take the spotlight off anyone. Like, I just get loud and I want to have a good time, and that's like my way of like inviting people into the party, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, like I just got hesitant because I don't want to take the spotlight off anybody doing anything. I don't want to be that guy. Be like, I don't know. I felt weird, but I would love to collaborate. I think that should be hilarious. You carrying me in a Call of Duty game.
Do it. Come join me in Smoochie.
Smoothie, you guys are so good though. So good.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll be chilling. We'll be winning every lobby, shitting on these fragile men, and you'll hear their ego-ness just go down the toilet. And you know?
Yeah, but when you laugh and you're like, what's that 1 and 0 or the 0 and 1, bitch? I'm like, Steffi, I have 0 and 1, and you're laughing at me. Stop.
The thing is, I would start making fun of you too, though. But that's the relationship like I have with people I play with. Like if Smoochie had a really rough day on COD the other week, and she just could not go positive. And she brought it up. She's like, "Bro, I hate this game right now. I think I'm gonna get off. Like I can't even go positive." And she went negative in the next round, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, 0 and 5?" She's like, "Really? You're gonna dump on me when I'm already fucking down?"
Oh,
I mean, it brought her like she got like she was dying laughing. You know, it's just like
you gotta bring him out of that headspace. Yeah,
exactly.
I feel that.
And so, I mean, that's what, even if you're doing awful or you're doing good or whatever, like that's just kind of the jokes we go about when we play with each other. There's no like whoever does well. I mean, there's times like if I'm like absolutely dropping 20 plus, I'll be like, oh damn, my back hurts, you know?
Yeah.
But like, who doesn't do that? Otherwise, we're just vibing, shitting on guys, and yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're more than welcome to join. It'll be fun.
I appreciate that. I'll take you up on it. God, I'm gonna get... It's that fucking laugh, man. It's the fucking giggle. It's just like, John, where you at? Like,
yo, why you all the way down on the bottom of the leaderboard? I thought you were good. No, but I mean, like,
John, we need you to step it up. Like, my content is dying because of you. I can't carry that much.
I post games even when we lose, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be like, if they're being really hostile and really bad, I'll be like, all right, let's fucking lock it in. Let's make call outs. Like, we get competitive. That's fun. Like, we have our messing around. We had our competitiveness. So it makes it very fun.
Yeah. Okay, now they're asking, like, personal questions. Is this accurate, Helen over Yara?
I don't like either.
Okay, both are trash.
Okay.
If you weren't streaming, what would you be doing in your career, like, dream job? Get that Riz face going.
God.
OnlyFans.
That's a good question because like my dream job is within this, you know, like I absolutely love what I'm doing. But if I had not been on any of this, I'd probably be something within conservation. I was going to become a veterinarian and then it was just too much school. So it would probably be conservation biology. I absolutely love like within nature and hiking and animals and all that.
Okay.
So that would probably be something I would focus on if I wasn't doing this. And here I am absolutely destroying the environment with my RGB 10 light, bunch of lights set up, but it's fine.
That's fine. We're all dead anyway. Ask Steffi Evans if she's ever heard of the game Ultimate Chicken Horse. Oh.
Fucking Yara, bro, I swear.
Yara?
She wants me to play that so bad. Okay. I'm down to play. We'll play it this weekend, Yara. Among Us and Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh,
I promise.
Ultimate Chicken Horse makes me want to kill my friends.
Okay, I'm excited then. Let's go.
No. I get angry. I like you. It's funny to people, but I'm like, you fucking twat. Why would you destroy that? Like, I built it. Nobody can get the goal.
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh, you've never played it? Oh,
no.
It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, I'll play it.
Fonzie asks, would you ever do a meetup convention in the near future?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I'm not big enough, you know? Like, I feel like, I keep telling my viewers that. I'm like, I mean, but, like, I'm not even, like, that cool. And they're like, no, but we want to meet you. And at Twitch, I'm going to TwitchCon. Or KickCon. I'm going to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to TwitchCon. So, I mean, like, whoever's there, I'm down to meet with anyone that's there. But, everybody's saying StephCon 2024. But I mean, like, I want to get to a point where I feel like I'm bigger than I am right now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I still feel like I'm nothing in a way.
That sucks. That's not true.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I
do.
can do so much more. But I still, that's the mindset. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm nobody, and I hate when I get that feeling because then I get stressed about going live, and if anyone's gonna show up, and if people are still supporting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that content creation mindset. It's great.
Yeah. All right, 2 more questions, and then I think this is the most questions everyone's ever gotten. Can we play Pico Park? It's so fun.
What is that?
It's a game from Suki Pang.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what that is, but let's do it.
All right, clip it and ship it. She said yes. If Steffi was a boy for a day, what would be the first thing Stefan would do?
Oh, I'd put down my pants and shake it back and forth.
On camera?
Oh, on camera.
Oh my god.
On camera as a boy, I would go into Call of Duty lobbies and then yell sexist remarks at women.
What?
No, just
Why? I was like,
I don't know. On camera. Why so specifically on camera?
it's not on camera. I put it on camera because you wanted to wang your dang out.
Oh, then yeah, no, I would helicopter 100%. And I would just want to feel how it is to be a man, you know? I feel like it gets annoying.
No, it's pretty comfy. Just sits
You don't
there.
have to it just sits there. You don't have to tuck it and shit.
Listen,
What if you get hard in public? Like, I feel like that's just something you can't control, or is that something you control when you're older?
I've never experienced blue balls like some men have. Like some men are like, blue balls is the worst. I was like, I don't think I've ever been that close. The only thing that sucks is morning wood. Just when you have to pee. And it hits the toilet bowl and feels gross.
See, that's not that bad, but like I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like going out in public and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, and then okay, then you gotta hide it. No,
Hide
that's
it.
not normal.
Bro. How many
You
men?
just-
Okay, I don't think there's that many men who have to hide their boner. I don't think.
My morning lips. Okay, yeah, keep
Ew.
going.
Oh my
I've never heard
God.
of that.
That's
Yeah, I don't
disgusting. That doesn't sound good.
No, I don't know what that is. She's tripping.
Bunch of fucking Norwegians.
So you have to like bend over and pee. You can't just point it downwards. You can't like.
I mean, you can, but there's a part where like you'll touch the toilet bowl and it feels gross.
But you don't stand and pee.
No, sometimes I sit down and pee.
Oh.
It's nice. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
I know.
prove anything alone. I like to
It's
sit down and
relaxing.
stay on TikTok until my legs go numb.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
Where they could literally go to sleep.
And then I'm like,
and you stand
"Help!"
up and you're like, oh, yeah. I do that so much.
I can't
Even
move.
when I'm just peeing.
You just fall
Or then
over.
I let the shower run cold. I like turn on the shower and then sit and scroll. My legs go to sleep and then the shower goes cold and I have a miserable morning.
Oh yeah, no, that's the worst. God, okay, yeah, this was great.
I was gonna ask, you have to get into a push-up position every morning? Like you go like plank on the toilet?
Don't no, that is
Oh.
Rob. Rob's 6'8" and jacked and probably has a massive schlong, but that's it. Like that's not every guy. As much as every guy would like to believe that, it's not every guy. It's definitely not me. My thing is just like touching the toilet bowl. It's uncomfortable. Makes me
Do
feel
you do
weird.
like aiming competition in the toilet bowl? Like you find a spot to aim at and you're like,
Yeah, if there's like poop on the toilet bowl, like I'll
Yeah.
like wipe it off like skid mark that style. I'll do the power wash simulator in my toilet. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
All right.
Cut the poop in half.
See, we don't have that problem.
yeah.
The only problem that sucks is when there's no toilet paper and you have to sit in air dry for like 20 minutes. That's just me. Okay.
I think that's just women.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Please say it. Someone in chat, you can relate.
Everybody say that's fucking weird. What the fuck am I watching? I'm so sorry. Listen, don't act like I asked this fucking question. Y'all asked this, weird asses.
Yeah, no, she said no, I feel that stuff. Just you shake it off and then you sit in air dry for a little bit.
Shake what off?
The pee.
From what?
If you don't have toilet paper.
What are you shaking? Say it.
There's nothing you're shaking. It's still just water dripping.
What are you wagging like a dog?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even joking. Yeah.
I need to stay away from the internet. I've learned too much.
She's trying to make you feel better. I do want to test a bidet. I feel like that
Bidets are
shit.
great.
I know. I've never tried one and I want one. I feel like after poops, it's just like you're so clean.
Yeah, and then I literally have that thing to where you wipe and then there's just continual shit. It's like, from where? From where? What's happening? Like, it's just continually going. It's like, I just want a clean butt, man.
Sometimes I take a shower after I poop. Not like I wipe first and then I go shower.
I feel like it's a waste if you like shower and then you poop. It's like, why did I even do that?
Yeah,
why did I even shower?
Point? Exactly.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's a good place to call it. I think that's a good thing. Yo, plug your stuff, plug all your events, plug everything about you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my fucking god. Bro.
I mean, I guess Steffi Evans on every platform. I don't really like plugging myself. I feel awkward. But, you know, if you don't follow me on kick.com/Steffi Evans, fuck Twitch. Let's go. And then code Steph 10% off if you don't know. They're great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So kick. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I mean, I know most of you here, so. Oh, Big Rob, we follow each other on Twitter too, I think.
I see John wiping with his hands. Get the fuck out of here.
No, we do. We do. 100% do. That would be awkward if we didn't, and I said that. Yeah, we do.
No, unfollow him right now. He doesn't need those followers.
I knew I followed him. I just didn't know if he followed me back. Now I feel kind of special.
Call him out. He's not.
No, he follows me back. We're good. We're good. I followed him for so long, which is crazy. I've known about him for so long, which is weird. I've known about you, and then Break, and then some others. That's it.
Yeah. Break went into the F1 scene. I love him, but I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
No, me neither. I tried to relate to his tweets and possibly go and like some, but I have no clue what the fuck he's talking about. Like, he likes all my tweets and supports me, and I'm here like, okay, can I scroll through his profile? Like, can I find something to relate to? Nothing. I have no clue. So... yeah. I love Break to death, but oh my god.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man.
But then he gets like 800 likes on each tweet anyway, so I'm like, mine doesn't matter.
Yeah. I try to like go in and be like, what's it like being Texan? And trying to convince everyone that you're not. Huh. All right. I think that's everyone. You're streaming tonight?
I'm streaming right now. Well, I should have been an hour and a half ago.
You said you didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. This counts as stream.
What are you doing?
Here.
Oh my god.
Some of my community's here. We're chilling. I stream every day. I'll be fine.
Okay, go watch her on kick.com/Steffi Evans.
I gotta go make lunch, so give me 30 minutes, losers.
30 minutes, idiots.
Yeah.
Fucking plebs. Start getting toxic. All right, everyone. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Steffi, you're a G. Everyone, subscribe. Go sub to Steffi. Get her to 1,000 subs. Otherwise, she stops streaming forever. Okay, bye.